Friday the 11th, I think it is today. I am gasping. Every Friday I'm gasping for a beer. So, as always, I've waited all day for this. Hi everybody. Hazy Hayes, how you doing, mate? Waited all day for this. So here we are, Paul and a Munchen Weiss beer, 5.4% ABV, I think this one is. 5.5% ABV. There's the bottle cap. Oh, I've been waiting all week for this. Here we go. Oh, look. Absolutely love a Weiss beer. I've waited all day too. Just happens to be 1 p.m. Well done, Jack. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Simon. Greetings from Lithuania. Evening, Cameron. How you doing? Kildare Beer Guy. Jess. Spitfire Callum. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Now then. We got 64 people in. What could we do? We do 50 likes. Damon, Jamie, Neil Smith, Paul Turvey. Hello, everybody. How we doing? We got 70 people in. Adam. Can we do 50 likes? There's a like button down below. If we can hit the like button down below for 50 likes, that would be absolutely amazing. Ricky, FH, Beer Clock, Mike. Good afternoon. Right, while you hit 50 likes, I'm going to take a massive sip of beer. Wayno and Dutch is in. Stuart Clark is in. We're 10 likes away. 10 likes away from 50 likes. Come on, 10 more likes. 9 likes away. 9 more likes to go. Hit the like button down below. There's a like and a dislike button down below. I'm going for it now because I want to sip a beer. How's it going? Jason, Steve-O, Sid, Cannon, Martin, Supervascular, Jamie, Sick of It, Lewis. All of you are in tonight. 49 likes, 53 likes. Boom, I'm going to have a sip of beer. Hazy Hayes, evening, Si. See you later, mate. Cheers. I've waited all day for this. Oh. Hello, Big Kev. How you doing, mate? Unbelievable. Oh, I'm going to be honest. I've looked forward to this all day today, catching up with you guys. Really look forward to this. Kyle, how many pints do you think you'll drink tonight? Kyle, well, we never know, do we? We never do. I've done a bit of thirsty work today, so maybe a few. Not a fan of the triple hazy, says Damon. Top Shelf. I earned it. David, hi Simon, buddy. Good evening, guys and gals. Cod Chops. Stephen James, hi Simon and all the gang. Well, you know, just having a sip of Affligen on the blade. Well done. Treasure Norway. I'm there, Simon. Well done. Jamie Wyman only found the channel like 2 weeks ago. I'm thinking of buying the Crab Subcompact after seeing your reviews and top tasting. Wait, Jamie, yeah, I mean, it's a good little machine. It really is. Man United 16, love a Weiss beer. It's heaven in a glass. How's it going, Simon? Graham, I'm okay, mate. I'm absolutely fantastic. Super vascular. Simon, looking like you've just got back from a jog. Bit red-faced. I don't know. Maybe a bit tired, maybe. I don't know. Hi, Simon. Relatively new to the channel, but love the content. Keep up the good work. Matthew Burt, thank you so very much for your vote of confidence. Matthew. Gardening and digging makes you thirsty. FH, absolutely. We're nearly there now. Do you know the point where early on this week, it was all wet and horrible and muddy. My feet were sticking in the mud. My boots were nearly falling off in the mud. And it felt like it was going on forever. And then all of a sudden, I kind of kicked through that, put 5 full days in. And I've just finished tonight, about 5 o'clock I finished, got myself showered and changed, but I've looked back at the week's work and the light is very much at the end of the tunnel now. It's very much in the... Hello, Captain Meat, how you doing, mate? The light is very much at the end of the tunnel. We're really, really, really close now. I reckon a good 3 days, solid, 3 days solid work. Now, bang, we'd be finished. We'd be ready for the next stage, which is to concrete the slab. Hello, how you doing? Beer's just gone out, literally 5 seconds ago. I put him up with the 7 o'clock. Oh, okay. It's Two Roads Honey Spot IPA, and I've got some Anchor Liberty Ale to finish, and a pipe or two of Amnesia Haze. Ben Harris, enjoy your evening, mate. Enjoy your evening. Trev Robinson, okay. Helps with the algorithm, Trev Robinson. It just helps with the algorithm, gets people. If you notice, when I asked for the likes, it went from 60 people watching to 161 people watching. So it shows YouTube that people are watching the stream and enjoying the stream. They send it out to more people. So it's a case of, hello, we're over here. We're over here on our little kind of corner of the internet, and we hope you all come and enjoy the Stone Crow Virtual Pub on a Friday. So we're just getting people in through the door, really. On that note, can we do 100 likes while we're there, while we're here? 80 likes, 174 people watching. There's a like and a dislike button. Like and a dislike button. You can hit that like or dislike button. If we can get to 100 likes, that would be amazing. 20 likes to go. Hit the like button down below for 20 likes. We've got 1 like, so we've got 19 likes to go. Alright, this craft beer guy, Alan Mead. Hello, Alan Mead, how you doing? Happy Friday, smash that like button. So Alan Mead has said he's paid £1 or €1.99 over there in Ireland for a super chat, and he's saying, can we hit the like button? Can we get 100 likes? So 13 likes to go then. 13 likes to go. 11 likes to go. 11 likes to go then for 100 likes. The Tropical Debate, out of the Pinter, find it just okay. Sick of it. The Pinter 2. Did I'm not sure if I've done that one yet, to be honest. I did one of them, like a double IPA or something. It was okay. It was okay. It was okay. I mean, I think these beer machines, if I'm perfectly honest with you, are certainly the ones which are not overly kind of like, you got your perfect draft. That'll be a mainstay. The perfect draft will be. We got 100 likes, by the way. 100 likes. Thank you so very much for the 100 likes. We got the perfect draft, which is an absolute mainstay. It'll be here forever. I think the Krups will be here forever as well. There'll be different iterations of that. The Blade, touch and go with the Blade. I think more people need to love and like the Blade for it to really become a permanent fixture. But my point here is that I think there's going to be machines that drop out who they don't quite make it, and I don't know. My thoughts on the Pinter. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Out of a valley, so I don't need to listen to it. Thank goodness. I'm still impressed. The virtual pub can hold 200 pubs every week. Dutch, yeah, absolutely. We got 182 people in. 182 people in the Stone Crow virtual pub, and we got over 100 likes. You guys are amazing. Daniel Bale has put an order in Monday. Thank you so very much, Daniel Bale. I reviewed the Imperial Stout, Daniel Bale. I reviewed it last night, and it's due for release on the channel sometime next week. That's the Wild Child Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Instant Hobo. That's coming to the channel soon. So look out for the video. Thank you very much, Lee and Daniel Bale, for passing me over the beer. Lee sent it down to Daniel Bale. Daniel Bale was kind enough to send it over to me. FH is munching on an Iceland burrito bowl here. Watched it after the review. Not spicy, but very nice. Well done, FH. Enjoy. There he is, Lee W. Lee W. Instant Hobos reviewed. It'll be out in the next few days. Lovely beer. On the Blade, drinking Edelweiss. I don't think it gets better than that. Mag Rothwell. I love my Blade. Don't get me wrong. I love the Blade. I think it was the machines, all of them, really, in that situation. Because I read a report today that people are drinking more wine and spirits during the whole situation. And it was a case of you couldn't get a beer machine. In the pandemic, you couldn't buy a beer machine. And I think, oh, what's happened to Dutch? What has he done? Okay. San Miguel tonight and last night's Domino's. Enjoy. Yeah. I was going to say. Perfect Drive's been on for 10 years, Blade 2 years, bit early to write it off. Can't chop yet. I'm not writing it off. I'm just. It's a good system. I just think that if they made more of them. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what was going on with the Dutch thing. I missed it, but I don't know what was going on there. Open one of the Nugneo bottles and tell us how it tasted. Really good. Simon, can we have a big shout out to my friend Mike Oxlong? Hi mate, been a long time. Hope you our family are well. John Hartley, yeah, absolutely fine. 200 people watching, by the way. 200 people watching. I just wish they made more of these machines during the situation, because they would have sold a lot more machines and they really would have made it like into most people's homes, I think. Most people wanted a beer machine. They just couldn't keep up with demand, and I think it almost feels like they missed a massive opportunity by not making millions of them damn things. If the Blade made millions of the damn things, I'm pretty sure the Blade would have sold out completely, and it would have been in most people's. Everyone would have loved the Blade. It would have been the next hot property. Perfect Draft, same thing. You couldn't buy a Perfect Draft. I even had an email off Beerhawk saying, if you haven't bought a keg for a while, do you want to sell your Perfect Draft back to us? And I was like, didn't even reply to the email. But my point is, it's just a real shame that they couldn't quite keep up with demand, because it would have made it. I've missed the super chat. Mr. Super Chat by the lovely Big Kev, who turned 40 this week. Am I old? I'm 42, mate. You're never old, mate. You're never old, Big Kev. Thank you so very much, Big Kev, for the £2 super chat. Happy birthday. Happy 40th birthday. Let's have a sip of beer for Big Kev. Wonderful. I'm not having a pop, but Simon, I don't think you've given the Pinter a fair chance. The video I watched you have rushed it and not invested any time learning how to get the best out of it. Lactic Man, I've done 2 Pinter unboxings and videos. I've made about 5 different beers on the Pinter. I just think that, for me personally, on a personal level, I've done everything to my best ability. I've sterilised the damn thing. I've cleaned it. I've done it to all the instructions like they've asked me to do, and I just struggle with it. So I think you've got to be massively kind of invested in that sort of thing to really be enthusiastic about it. I'm pretty sure people who love the Pinter and invest in the Pinter are really pleased with it. I just found it a bit of a struggle, to be perfectly honest with you. I'd much rather buy a keg for my one of my beer machines and just pour the beer out and just enjoy it, you know. I've been in this industry for 12 years. I've drank many beers. At not one point, because I've been to many breweries. At not one point in my beer drinking life have I thought, I'm going to open a brewery. I've never thought it. I wouldn't want to do it. I got no disrespect for, I got every respect for people who, although it's on the Perfect Draft, lots more Vice beer. Linda, the future, fantastic. Linda's a good machine. I got a Linda as well. But I've been to many breweries, and the work involved in owning a brewery is insane. Absolutely insane. The cleaning alone, the sterilising, the cleaning, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. Once I kind of saw how brewing's actually kind of done, and the amount of work. I mean, they're doing like 12, 13-hour shifts when they're doing brew days. It's just not for me. It's just, and I got every respect. I got more than I got the utmost respect for brewers who are absolutely passionate about what they do, because it's brilliant what they do. It's absolutely brilliant. I couldn't do it. I'm on a lattice collection. I'm drinking 1565. Stouts are my good weapon of choice at the moment. Got a few Siren breakfasts and some St. Austell stout. Hi Simon, I'm looking to get a beer machine, but I have to be price conscious. Perfect Draft or the Krups. Matty, I'd probably say Perfect Draft. If you can stretch it, go Perfect Draft. And the stout comment was from ADZ. Cod chops. You get other people to do that part. I get it. You know, you come in, do the fun bit, the brewing bit, and then get them to like chuck the yeast in at the end and other stuff and all the cleaning, you know. That would be my only kind of, if I had lots of staff around me, because I don't think I could keep my interest in owning a brewery aloft for very long if it was just me doing 12, 13-hour days cleaning and all the caustic and all the acid and all the you know, there's so much work involved, so much work. Have you tried the Lowendale Pumpkin IPA yet on the sub? I haven't. No, I probably will find it soon though. Have you reviewed Brewdog Hazy Jane Guava yet? Yeah, I think so. Simon, you missed a super chat before Big Kev's. Oh, right. I do apologise. Before Big Kev. There was Big Kev's. Oh, Carl to UK, £1.79 super chat. Carl, I'm really sorry. But anyway, I'd like your comments. I'd like your thoughts on it. Would you guys like to own a brewery? Kevin Patton, member for 14 months, getting out and about. Kevin Patton, that's amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Getting out and about. Thanks for the membership. 14 months a member of the channel. Lactic Man will now be joining us tonight. She might pop in for a bit later on. She might not. She's had a really rough week in work, so she might chill out. If you want a perfect draft, there's a split payment app called this. They give you your own online card to use on any website. Payments made every 2 weeks. Oh, Daniel Bill, that's interesting for people. I've had the situation all week, says Daniel Smith, but my taste has just returned in time for the Stone Crow on the Guinness tonight. Original tonight. Cheers, well done, Daniel Smith. Simon, people think brewing beer is an easy way to make a living, but think of all the work it involves. I do it as a hobby, but it takes me 6 hours to make 23 litres of good beer. I can't. No, I know. And it's that passion. It's amazing, you know, to have that passion, to do that passion. But yeah, Lee W, you're bang on right there, mate. You're bang on right. It's all right home brewing, but doing it professionally, imagine all the taxes you've got to sort out and all the other stuff. I don't think I could do it. Jack Bandit, yeah, I'm on that side of the fence. I'd much rather enjoy it and review it and drink it, meet people, have fun, all that kind of stuff, rather than having my own brewery and doing that. I hope you guys haven't found it to be too much of a negative conversation. It's just like people ask me all the time, would I own a brewery? Absolutely not. Would I own a brewery? Absolutely not. Thanks everyone for birthday wishes. Don't do birthdays generally, but thanks for the kind wishes. Big Kev, you're an amazing dude. You deserve your birthday wishes. Supervascular, own a brewery? Yes, I think so. Been watching Harry brew on YouTube for years. Was built his from the ground up. He makes fantastic beers. Kevin John Sloan, hello to you, Kevin. Thanks for the review of the Leffe Lager on the Perfect Draft. Loved it. One of my top kegs now. Yeah, Barry Folland's very good beer. Hello, there he is. Trav, I've been waiting, Trav. I've been waiting. I reviewed them today. They were blooming good. I reviewed some snacks. Sorry, Simon, sorted my membership out. Something went wrong with the renewal. Oh, Daniel, I hope you haven't lost your, how many months membership thing. I hope you're all right with that. That would be a shame if you lost that. Before owning a brewery, have a look at John Lord's. Enough said. What's happened at John at Lord's then? Have you tried the 88p as a 3 cheese pizza? Is for the price blooming marvellous. I haven't, but I might pick it up for review. I'd rather leave the brewing to the professionals and just drink the finished product. Yeah, absolutely. Advanced follower. So many local breweries have not survived the last 2 years where I am. We don't hear these stories. Get a blade machine. My temperature gauge went for a replacement, but what happens if I can send it back to Beerwolf? Any suggestions? Oh, Stefan, that's a shame. That's a real shame. The temperature gauge has gone. Sid Cannon said owning a brewery would spoil enjoying a beer. And I'm on beer and Moretti. Have you drunk any Buckfast lately? No, I haven't, no. Right, I got to cut your hair, Simon, and the beer will taste a lot better. I'm drinking Cruz Campo in my new man cave, the Krebs sub. I bought 8 on offer, can't fault it. Well done, Cal, 2 UK. Possibly send it to Heineken rather than Beerwolf, mate, is under warranty. Evening all, just back from the pub, says Craig Holmes. I'm on the Guinness. Right, doing a beer run back soon. Well done, Stephen James. Right, I've got to quickly talk to Trav and you lot, of course. Trav sent some snacks. I reviewed the snacks today. The videos come in probably Monday. Back sorted membership. Oh, I hope Daniel Bell. I hope your long-term thing's okay. Right, Jack Link's ham jerky. Really good. Really good. Look, it's open. Enjoyed that. These are blooming brilliant. Nobby's pork crackling, spicy barbecue, really good. And these crisps are just amazing. Wow, my goodness me, what a super chat. Anders N with a Swedish krona, 109 Swedish kronas. And he's put cheers, mate. Anders, that is fantastic. Thank you so much for your support on the channel. Really is. Super chats are a way on the channel for us to kind of keep doing what we're doing, I suppose. All the energy involved in what it takes, all the food that we got to go through, all the beers that we... Pardon me. Well done, Daniel Bale, sorted the membership out. And thank you for your support. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, there we are. Daniel Bale's kept his 22 months. Cheers to you, big boy. Daniel Bale, well done, mate. Everyone knocking their hair. I think it looks awesome, mate. Keep it going. You know me. You know me. Don't worry me. Trying the North, double dry hopped from Tesco. Decent, spicy and juicy, says David G. And last but not least, the Kettle Chunky Red Hot Sauce. They are blooming good. The reason why I got them all next to me is because when I get hungry about 9 o'clock, when I get the munchies in about an hour and a half's time, I'm going to be snacking on all that Australian food. Wonderful gesture. Wonderful gesture. Spitfire. Spitfire Cannon says, I like the hair. Keep it going. It's looking tidier, isn't it? Although, you know, I've just washed it, so it's I think it looks okay, doesn't it? It's me to you from the future. Is that what it's from the future? Yeah, cheers. Yeah, so going back to it, the super chats are an amazing way to support the channel. Thank you so very much, people who do support the channel. Would you like to see Madry or Wrexham Lager on the perfect draft? Cameron, I reviewed Wrexham Lager. Apparently the bootleg is really good. But I didn't really think much of the original Wrexham Lager. I reviewed it a few months ago and it wasn't really for me, to be honest with you. But I must try the bootlegger. I actually seen it in Morrison's. I need to pick a bottle up. Bootlegger. Next time I'm in Morrison's, I'll pick up a bottle of that bootlegger and give it a review. Bootleg on the perfect draft would be amazing, Captain. Aaron Ritchie, cool. Stone the Close, everyone's here's to a great evening. Ryan McFarlane, member for 12 months, keeping the lifeboat afloat. Well done. Stefan, and love the Friday live stream, and we will be drinking tomorrow, back on it at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Stefan, yeah, absolutely. I'll be with my mate Chris tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We'll be drinking along, having fun, enjoying the rainy weather. What you drinking, Si? I've got a couple of Paul and a Vice Beat. Oh, look. Yeah, snap. Happy, this is so good. This is one of my favourite pints of all time, I've decided. It's just milk in it. It's really good. Jack Bandit's been a member for 12 months, keeping the lifeboat afloat. What a year it's been. Drinking Bell's Two Hearted. Well done, Jack. That's a cracking beer. That is a cracking beer, Bell's Two Hearted. All right, Simon. How you doing, Mac Veganism? Augustiner Brow on the perfect draft would change my life. Yeah. Paulaner on the blade. Paulaner on the blade. How good would that be? I would order 10. 10 Paulaners if that come on the blade. I'd have 10 kegs straight off the bat. But yeah, Augustiner Brow, that would be just as good, wouldn't it, Mac? Drinking Vocation, hop, skip and juice, very nice. I don't have the glass, but it's great stuff. Oh, Craig Allen is a beautiful pint. It's an all gone beautiful pint. 244 people into the Stone Crow virtual pub. You guys are fabulous. You're really fabulous. Got the Heineken all ready to go in the sub. Well done, Rich. Do you like Erdinger, Simon? Erdinger, Stuart Clark. I like the Dunkel. I think the Dunkel's okay. The Erdinger for me is a little light. It's a little light. It's a little bit. It's probably the Carling of Weiss beers in Germany. It's very, very mainstream. It's not as good as it used to be. Apparently it was an amazing beer years and years and years ago, and it just got watered down. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame that a beer like Erdinger would get watered down. Oh, London Left Hook combo of the day. Love it. What a channel name. Tegensia Hells is gorgeous. I had it at the London, the Great British Beer Festival. Tegensia Hells. I had it at a German bar, and oh, it was the crispest, most wonderful Helles lager that I've probably, one of the best I've ever had. I totally agree. If anybody can find that Tegensia Hells, buy it and enjoy it. It's really good. I'm going to get a beer out the fridge. I've run out of Paulaner, so I got to go. I got to do Lidl's finest Weiss beer now. This is the Patronus from Lidl. This is a 5% ABV Weiss beer. I spent years drinking this stuff. Years and years. And I'm wondering, after drinking the Paulaner, what this is going to taste like. Be a really interesting experience for me to see what this tastes like after drinking the Poland of Ice beer. Oh, yeah, sorry. Where from? This is from Lidl. Next brewery trip. Stephen Law. I had my... Did you replace Mel's beers from last week? I did, Travis. Yes. Yes, I went out and bought 10 bottles and this was the last one. We had a really good drink. Really good drink. Jordan, sweet, prepare yourself for August, September time. Low and Broad Oktoberfest. Different gravy. Little do Francis Canner for £1.50, says Andrew Campbell. Do you know, I quite like this. I quite like the Patronus, to be honest. I'm interested, yeah, I'm really interested to see. Somebody asked me about beer festivals. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget about the beer festivals, because I'm going to talk to you about one that I've signed up for just yesterday. It's not quite a beer festival. It's a prestigious event. It's probably the most prestigious event that SIBA do. So last year, I judged in the final. The SIBA, so basically what happens with the SIBA beers is that you have regional events all around the country, and they do competitions in the regional events, and they find the best beers in those regional events, and then they put them through to SIBA X, and that's in Liverpool in March, next month. And all of those beers then from the regions go up against one another to see which is the best beer or best beer in the category for that specific, whether it's a best bitter or a stout or a mild or a porter, imperial stout, strong ale, light ale, canned beers, draft beers. It's a big old process. It's a full-on day judging. But yeah, I've been invited to judge in one of the final judges to judge at SIBA X. So I signed up for that yesterday. So yes, my festival, the first festival for me for the year. It's not quite a festival really though. It's more of a... You see lots of companies there like selling their brewing equipment, and it's like a trade show. That's it. That's what it is. It's like a trade show. But it's a lovely trade show. It really is, because you still see everybody in there from the industry. You all have a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to judging. I've not judged at a festival because of the whole situation since SIBA X 2020. So here we are, SIBA X 2022. Some of you might remember that I went to Glenafric the next day. So I judged the SIBA the one day, went to Glenafric the next day, and then come home in the evening. So I brewed a collaboration with Glenafric. We brewed the Stone the Goes. We brewed Stone the Goes the next day. I'm going to get hold of Craig actually to see if Craig can make SIBA X, because I reckon me and Craig could have a good day's drinking together. I reckon. If he could make it, I reckon me and Craig we'd be arm in arm, drinking all day, having fun, you know, that sort of thing. I'm all for having a laugh. Yes, of course, I will take the judging absolutely seriously. It's a big thing. I mean, there's breweries who their whole reputation, their whole not their existence, but they gear themselves up for this. If their beer makes the final of SIBA X, then it's a very important judging ceremony. If they win, well, I mean, it really makes their year. They sell tons of beer. Anyway, let's see what this Patronus is like compared to the Poland of Ice beer. The aroma's different. It's more gassy and farty. Mm. Blimey. Different beer. Completely different beer. It's smoky. It's like a smoky, slightly weird, still very nice. I drink gallons of this stuff. Gallons and gallons and gallons of this stuff. But putting it up against a Paulaner, that has opened my eyes. Completely opened my eyes. Different beer. I would say it doesn't even taste like a Weiss beer after drinking the Paulaner. What would you compare it to? I don't know, slightly raunchy, like a slightly kind of raunch beer type. Paulaner is it's so good. If they ever change the recipe for this, because it's actually owned by a big brewery. If they ever change the recipe, I'd be in tears if they change the recipe for this stuff, because it's just incredible. James is on the Hertog Jam. Well done. You know the best IPA on the perfect draft, Simon. What is the best IPA on the perfect draft? What's for dinner? Chris Bradley, Lowenbrow on my Phillips tonight. Enjoy. What would you compare? Yeah, it's a funny one comparing that to anything. Oh. Chris has got a keg on the chill. Paul Boggan, hello from Wexford, home of Yellow Belly beers. Liverpool has the oldest Chinatown in UK, circa 1835. I'd love to go down there. What's for dinner? Liverpool's Chinatown. That would be a really good video, wouldn't it, going down there? FN News, don't judge a beer by its cover. Absolutely. Do you know what I just did then, FN News, if you're still watching? I just put my reporter voice on. Don't judge a beer by its cover. All fun and games, all fun and games. Right, drinking Heineken for the first time. Actually, really nice beer. Well done, Ryan. Where can we get the Paulaner? Jamie, you can buy it in any Marks and Spencer's. I literally went to Marks and Spencer's because we had a couple of super chats to buy Paulaner for Mel. I went Saturday morning to Marks and Spencer's and I emptied their shelf. I completely emptied their shelf. I spoke to Daniel Bale as well because we were talking about the Marks and Spencer's in Cardiff. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. But I just literally went there with my trolley, emptied the lot. Took a lot of them, all the Paulaners. They were mine. I wonder how they kind of, you know, if somebody goes in and buys, do they like up there? It must be a computer system. It's not people counting stuff anymore. It's all done by computers. Whether the computer can work out that somebody's just bought 12 Paulaners and they need to restock quickly, that type of thing. Can handle Belgian beers. Tried my best, but don't mind sours, banana, clove. Not for me. Lee W. Do you know? It's why we all love beer. It's because there's three names there. Luke, Chris, and Big Kev, and Lee. We all will like slightly different beers. We will not taste the same beer. If we all tasted the same beer, we wouldn't all taste the same thing. We all got slightly different taste buds. We all like different beers. But you know what brings us all together? Our love of beer and our passion for beer. Even though we all kind of like slightly different stuff. It's what makes this industry and what makes us as beer drinkers fascinating people, really, isn't it? There's I know so many people. And I've learned not to criticise anymore. I've learned not to criticise and I've learned to accept. And I've learned that the more you push people, the more they will resist. So I don't really push people to drink craft beer anymore because you're more likely or not to push them further away from craft beer. If you stand in the corner drinking a pint of something that's looking slightly interesting and somebody you pushed it on somebody, then they're going to go, no, what's this? What does this guy want, type of thing. But if you stood in the corner and just drank your pint, interesting looking beer, hazy and whatnot, and somebody asks you a question, and somebody approaches you and asks what you're tasting and whatever, I'll happily go, yeah, try this, mate. Get your gums around this. And that's the best approach. That is the best approach. You're the beer Churchill. Thank you very much, Man United 16. Agree. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Drink what you like. Big Kev, absolutely. So my point was, we were talking about like mainstream lager drinkers. Years ago, I would laugh and giggle and blah, but I've learned not to. Don't do it, because you will alienate them. You will completely alienate them, and they're more likely to carry on drinking the mainstream lager than not, if you kind of try and push them not to drink that stuff anymore. I know, because at the beginning, somebody told me a joke a couple of weeks ago at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Somebody said a cracking joke, a cracking line. It stuck with me. It went something along the lines of, how do you know a craft beer drinker in the crowd? And the answer was to the joke, don't worry, they'll tell you. And that was me. That was me. That was me. That was the guy. I'd be the one like pushing people to drink it and trying to force my kind of opinions on them, and I've learned not to do it anymore. I completely given up that kind of ghost. Somebody wants to enjoy a drink, somebody wants to try my drink, they're welcome to. Stranger, if a stranger wants to try the beer I'm drinking, yeah, have a sip on this, give it a try. No problem whatsoever. But don't push. Don't push. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Me and Melissa were wondering the other night on what your reaction would be if I just knocked on your door one day out of the blue. I'd be like, whoa! This guy's come all the way from Australia, and he's brought his 360 digger with him. No, and I would invite you in, and we'd go to the pub, and I'd cook you British food, and yeah, we'd go to Gloucester, because apparently your relatives, Trav, are from Gloucester, I hear. I think you told me in the past. You're like your long distant kind of relatives. They're all from the Gloucester area. I'd take you to Gloucester and we'll have a little look around there. That would be the plan. If there is anyone here from Northern Ireland, out of curiosity, the vineyard on the Ulmer Road in Belfast is a good spot for German, Belgian beers, etc. Aaron. Slant all, have to wait until after 10 to neck a few. Proper jealous. Chris Bradley, is it because you're working, or you babysitting, or you got to drive, or... That's all knock on side. Oh. The Guinness do kegs for beer machines. No, I don't think they probably won't ever do that kind of thing. They make their own machine, which, not for me, is about 6 million quid. How many beers in? I'm on my second beer. Daniel Bale, Travis with his digger full of beer. John Francis had his first pint of left today. Wow. Enjoy, see? Enjoy. Do a live stream from Gloucester. Chris Bradley, you're driving. Mrs. needs picking up from work. Yep, kind of thing happens sometimes, doesn't it? D14. Hi, Simon. Could you rate the all-day breakfast in a can? I would personally give it a solid 9 out of 10. D14. It's on YouTube. Put it into YouTube. Weird food in a tin. And you'll see that I reviewed the all-day breakfast in a tin. I bought a tin a year or so ago. Chili con carne, and I just never got round to it. I used to love... I need to get back into it. I used to love browsing the pound shops and the B&Ms and the own bargains. I used to browse it all to look for these like weird things in a tin and weird crisps, and I need to get back to that. I really need. I can't wait to get back to that now. Bit of kind of, it's like retail therapy for the channel, where I kind of wander about looking for weird and wonderful things to drink and review. Thank you very much, Gihib. I'm not going to even try and pronounce your surname. My apologies. I do apologise. Thank you, though. Friggin' need a beer with all the shit going on in the world. David, yeah, I know. Tony Two Shoes, hey-o. Got the Punk IP on the perfect draft. How is everyone? We're all alright, Tony Two Shoes. Aaron, think there's another good place in Londonderry for the good beers in Ireland? Here he is. Neil Long. How you doing, Neil? How you doing? Raise a glass for Neil Long. Let's get a drink in. Right. £5 super chat from Neil Long saying, all right, mate. Thanks for reviewing the Husky Black IPA. Heard you mention Liverpool, Chinatown. It has the biggest Chinese archway outside of China. Did I mention that? A couple of people have mentioned that I mentioned Liverpool's Chinatown. I don't know anything about it. I must have mentioned it by mistake. I got you. It was a conversation, yeah. I thought you meant the Husky review. I thought you thought that I was talking about Liverpool's Chinatown and the Husky Black IPA review. And I was thinking, did I? But yeah, I get it now. So in conversation tonight, we're talking about Liverpool's Chinatown. What's for dinner did. Yeah, that I got it now. Bit slow there. But I'm going up to Seba. I'm going to Seba X. I'm going to go Chinatown. I'm going to go. Oh, it's going to be good. I can imagine. Hopefully they're cooking noodles on the street and all street foodie kind of stuff going on. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? Absolutely incredible. Cal, do you know, I'm so sorry. I can never get you. I'm really sorry. I'm just going to call you Cal. Simon, funny when you can't pronounce names when Welsh, your words, the ultimate tongue twisters. Yeah, exactly that, yeah. It's the oldest in the UK. Drink Westmalle Triple. I do like Westmalle Triple. It's a good beer. Will Kumar, £1.79 super chat. Stone the Crows. Keep up the streams. Thank you very much, Will. Thank you very much for the £1.79 super chat. You're amazing. What's your favourite beer on Phillips so far, mate? Franciscana Royal. Have I scratched my eye? What have I done here now? You cut me, Mick. Cut me, Mick. Have I scratched my eye? Look at that. I got those. Do you want to get my ugly face really close and personal now? I got those milk things. They're like milk spots on my eyes. I got them both sides. And the doctor said, I'll zap them off for you if you want. Because I mentioned it. I said, is there anything wrong? And he was like, lads, they're just milk spots. He said, I can zap them off for you. I was like, no, I'll leave them there. If they're not causing me any harm, I don't care. They can stay there. I really don't care. You know, when I got 1 million subscribers and my agent's like, you really need to get those milk spots zapped. I'll be like, I need a new agent. Favourite beer on the Phillips Perfect Draft is a Franciscana Royal. Franciscana Royal. Fabulous. I think it was about 6%, 6.5%, maybe 7%. It was a Weiss beer. It was mind-blowing. Mind-blowing stuff. In fact, I fancy more of it. If I can find more of that stuff. Oh, I might have a look on. I never remember that. Beer Hawk or Beer Wolf? Beer Hawk, isn't it? I'll have a look at Beer Hawk's website. And I'll see if I can find some Franciscana Royal. Because that stuff is just bonkersly good. I love it. Simon, can you say a word in Welsh that is difficult to say and spell it out so we know? No, I can't. Rubber fingers, no. I live in, like, where I live in Wales is more south than London. When you watch the weather forecast, you'll see London over here and you'll see Cardiff down here, slightly. I'm more south than, I'm not, I can't speak any of that. They call us, the proper Welsh people in like the valleys and West Wales, they'll call us English. They just call us English. I've got no interest. I'm sorry if there's anybody watching who's passionate about Wales and the Welsh language, and I got no interest in speaking Welsh and never have. I've said it before and I will say it again. I see the world as the world. I don't see borders. I don't see lines. I see people as people on a big round world. I don't see borders and lines and like what's going on in Russia now. They're gonna cross the line. What's the blooming point? I just don't get it. Anyway, everybody should just get along. If there was no borders, if we all spoke the same language, there'd be no problems, wouldn't there? There'd be no problems. We would just, everybody be getting along, drinking beer, yeah, having a good time. Big fan. Carlsberg Special Brew is the best. Like your review on it. Keep up the great work. Ben Keenan. Is that what it's called? Clairvoyant? Robert, is that what I should be calling myself? Is a clairvoyant? Is that what it means when there's no borders and... I'm sure they read the future, don't they? The clairvoyants. I know about borders and stuff. I don't know. What's that all about? Neither have I, and I'm from Carmarthenshire. Stephen Rees. Yeah, I mean, no offence. No offence. I got no offence whatsoever to people. What are your favourite alcohol drinks apart from beer? Rum. I like a brown rum. Yeah, brown rum. Big Kev. Yep, Simon, I overheard some woman on the bus the other day saying she was getting wisdom teeth implants for £2,000. What? I was shaking my head thinking, what's the point in that? You can't even see them. Wisdom teeth implants. Is that... Big Kev. I got my wisdom teeth. Is it to square the jaw off? The wisdom teeth. Is it like... they're there and they, I don't know, they may bloody raise your cheeks a little bit, or they may raise them. I don't know, I'm just guessing. I got a funny feeling, the wisdom teeth, they might like pick up your jaw. If if you're that way inclined where you're looking how your face looks and whatever, and that's all I can think of is it alters the shape of your face. All I ever get told is Yaki Da and Lanto. But there's Yaki Da, yeah, Yaki Da's Welsh. Brown rum is nice, but I had to... Robert, yeah. Gizmo White, £1 super chat. Thank you so very much for the £1 super chat from Gizmo White. Thank you so very much. Ryan McFarlane saying, where's Mel? She's upstairs. She's tired. She's shattered. She might come down in a minute for 10 minutes. I don't know. Very difficult language to learn, Welsh. You need to live with a family of Welsh speakers or a Welsh speaking school as a kid. What's for dinner? Yeah. Just something what happened was in school they tried to push it on you, and I was like, nah, you're not pushing nothing on me. If I don't want to learn it, I'm not gonna learn it. I'll learn science and biology and history and maths and English and all the stuff that you need in life, properly need in life, but don't try and teach me Welsh. I just don't need that. Have you locked Mel in a cupboard? I have. Vest crew don't got no wisdom teeth. Who? Vest crew. Don't I got it? Oh, I get it. Yeah. I'm slightly out of focus. Is that better now? Or do we sort the focus out? Big Kev, no, you were talking about getting your cheeks being done by a doctor. It just reminded me of the woman chatting on the bus, yeah. Neil, 79, evening all, how are you doing? Matty, 98. Simon, do you play any game consoles, PlayStation, Xbox, etc.? Matty, 98. I have the very latest in console technology. Very latest. Game streaming. Game streaming. I got the Founders Edition of Google Stadia. Google Stadia. And I play FIFA. I'm in the final with Olympiacos. I'm about to beat some team who, I think it's Barcelona I got in the final. There's a drink there for you, Annabelle, orangeade. FIFA's on there. There's all sorts of games on Stadia. I like Google Stadia. I like the fact that I can take my controller anywhere in the world, log into my Google account with my little Chromecast, and I'm playing. I'm game streaming. Love it. Love that thought. What final? Spitfire Callum on FIFA. Champions League final. I'm playing as Olympiacos. And I'm in the final against Barcelona. It's taken me 6 months to get to the final. Here comes the sponsor message from Google Stadia. I hope we're getting paid. Rubber fingers. I'm one of these. I like to back the underdog. Always back the underdog. I know Google is a massive, probably one of the biggest companies in the world. But Stadia is an underdog thing. I've always backed the underdog. In 1999, against everybody's best advice, I bought a Sega Dreamcast. Flipping love that. Oh, what a machine. Marish has given me a Polish Lottie, $2.99 Polish Lottie. Thank you so very much. During the war, are you playing on amateur difficulty side? Spitfire, I don't know. I'm just playing on, I'm just knocking the ball about, getting in there. Rubber fingers, best console ever. Yeah, in 1999, loved the Dreamcast. Crazy Taxi, yes. Love the Sega. Segas were amazing, weren't they? Amazing. Anyway, very quickly, I bought a Dreamcast, backed it, bought all the games. I was in the game shop. I loved gaming when I was 19, 20. I was in game. It was everywhere in game, the Dreamcast. They were really pushing for it. Never quite worked. It never quite worked. And to this day, I'm sorry that it never worked. It should have worked. It was an internet console. It had online gaming before anything else had online gaming. It was just too early. It was just too early for itself. Do you need proper decent internet for Google Stadia? Butters. Yes, I have like 300 upload speeds here in Barry where I live, so Google Stadia works fine for me. And then because the Dreamcast fell apart, another underdog story come along. It's not an underdog story anymore, and it's the reason why I walked away from it. Because there's no romance in it. There's no bigging up something that's not quite going to make it. I bought an Xbox. Vlado, HRK, going to ask you a serious question now. Is that Hungry Krona? Hungry Krona, HRK? Can I hang on a minute. I love your reviews. What are your favourite beers from Croatia? Okay, it's Croatian money. 25 Croatian money. Thank you so very much, Vlado. And he's asking the question. Love your reviews. What are your favourite beers from Croatia? I brewed a beer in Croatia, Vlado. Do you want to see it? Sorry for the dusty bottle. I haven't cleaned it for a while. But Lab. You know Lab Split. There's me there on the bottle. I brewed a beer called Barber. It's a engine oil stout. Engine oil stout. So yeah, I like this company here, Lab Split. They brought me all the way to Croatia, into Split. I had a wonderful time. Brewed some great beer. Had a lot of fun. Loads and loads of fun. Thank you for the super chat. It's empty. I saw you enjoyed Mackie. Yes. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, I remember that one. And I ate all the crisps and snacks, didn't I, in Croatia. What a beautiful place. Oh my goodness, if I go back there with the family, I'd love to. Absolutely love to. What an amazing place. Split. Blue water. Craft beer. Unbelievable place. Anyway, very quickly, let me get back to my Xbox story. So I bought the Xbox, the original Xbox. It was an underdog story. Nobody thought it was going to work because Microsoft brought out a games console, and then look where it is now. It's massive, absolutely massive. And then Google came along. I was losing it. I lost all interest really in gaming at that point, because I thought two massive companies, Microsoft, Sony, they're going to control, and of course Nintendo, they're going to control this console market now forever. There's going to be no incumbent, there's going to be no new companies coming in, there's going to be no innovation. And then Google went, remember On Live? Can anybody remember On Live? The first game streaming thing that came along. I wasn't really interested in that because I didn't quite understand it. Google come along and brought out Stadia. Online gaming, like Netflix, where you pay a monthly fee, they give you a couple of games every month. I've been doing it now 2 years, and they give you sometimes 7 games a month. So 2 years, 12 months in a year, 7 games. I've got like 120 games that I'm never ever going to play. I'm never ever going to play. But I just like kind of collecting them and playing them when I can. But anyway, what were I in? Pom-poms. Hey Simon, you're so fine. Oh my mind. Hey Mickey. What's your favourite IPA from the USA? Probably Pliny the Younger, Pliny the Elder, something like that. Bell's Hop Slam's a good beer. Still got my Spectrum 128K low games from old style cassettes. Philip James, yeah, amazing. Google have done incredible well. Think YouTube, Android, Gmail, Search, Maps, Nest. The list is endless. What's for dinner? Yes. But you know, my biggest bugbear with Stadia is that Google is an advertising company. They know how advertising works. They have not pushed Stadia 1 ounce. If you think about Sega, back in the day, they sponsored Arsenal's football team. So they had Dreamcast written across the front of their Arsenal shirts back in the year 2000. Why isn't Stadia on the front of football shirts? Why isn't Stadia advertising bus stop shelters and train tunnels and, you know, everywhere? If I was Google, I'd be advertising that blooming thing absolutely everywhere. Unless they don't want too many people because it might crash their systems. That's my thought. They're not ready to properly roll it out. How good's my internet? 300 meg uploads. I've got quite good internet. Paul Goggin, lost interest in gaming when it all become role play. Still like the racing games. Paul Goggin, yeah, I like the racing games, mate, to be honest. Nagano Winter Olympics 98 on PS1. Used to play that literally for hundreds of hours. Yeah, Jess, totally. What's my favourite Irish beers? Or brewed in Ireland as well. Brewed in Ireland, see me. We brewed with Beerhead Brewing Company. This is their Simcoe Simon Double Dry Hop New England IPA. Not simple Simon, but Simcoe Simon. Absolutely love it. Love a Cantillon, or drinking a lovely Cantillon in BXL. Cheers all. Tristan, well done. Enjoy your time in Belgium. Looks like this is the last week of an independent Ukraine. Kevin H. I don't know. It's crazy what's going on. What are you having? About to open a Starter Praven. Oh, that's a nice beer. Did somebody say Kick-Off 2? Did I read? Yeah, Kick-Off 2 on the Amiga. Greatest footy game. Amazing. I remember Kick-Off 2. Brilliant football game. We got 200 likes, everyone. I use Bing, but I'm sure this outdated to Google because I search on Bing and get YouTube related ads. Probably. Cannon Fodder on the Amiga, amazing game for the time. Remember when they started singing, War, never had so much fun, War, never had so much fun. Cannon Fodder, what a game. Played that as well. Sensible Soccer. You can play it on the internet. There's a website where you can play. Can't remember what it was called now, but you could play Sensible Soccer. You could play online with your friends and stuff. F-Zero X on the N64. Didn't have that. But California Games on the Mega Drive. I think I played that, yeah. Lost Jewels and Jops. My bro played Kick-Off on Amiga. Nearly started proper fights over it. Yeah. Super fun shot on the NES was class. Cheers, everyone. California Games, yes, brilliant. Right, okay, enough about the gaming, because I know the stream. I know how it works. If you all get me talking Formula 1, we lose the stream. If you all get me talking gaming, we lose the stream. So let's talk about, what can we talk about? Where are you from? What are you drinking? Where are you all from and what are you drinking? Come on, let's get back to the beer. Back to the beer. Come on, then. Oh, Manis, $2.99 Polish Lottie. Thank you very much. Oh. Ponapreed, evening, drinking the Kirsch Premium on the Perfect Draft. I haven't seen McLaren's Glad. Jamie, no. I'll have a look tomorrow. Essex, UK, homebrew wheat beer. Finland, Barnsley, Edinburgh, Neath, North Korea, Frills cider. The Valleys on Timmy Taylor. Cork, drinking Heineken. Barry Town. Edinburgh, Beer and Moretti. Exeter, Glasgow, US, Unbound. Ireland, Chandlersford. Miss 1, Edinburgh, Miss 2. It's coming in thick and fast. Ukraine, Eastbourne. Germany, good evening. Huckerback, Salt, 150 in Barnstable. From Canada, drinking Guinness. Cardiff born, Cardiff bred, and dies will be Cardiff dead. Drinking Stella, Butchers Binion. Prague, Hexcon Project, Suriname, Netherlands. If I missed some, I do apologise. I'm trying to get them all. Ohio, Herzog John on the Perfect Draft. Cook, Heineken, Bursclough, drinking a Galactico. Croatia, Denmark, Jesus, Belfast, London, Rosendale, US Dogfish Head 90 Minute. Oh. Alice Riddle Double Rye Hop Hazy IPA in Poland. Puhala in Sweden, Ontario, Rush, Canadian Ale, Poland, Simon, brilliant, Denmark, Skansk Lager in Denmark, enjoy Kent. Garden update, yeah, nearly there, Big Kev, we're nearly there. Really happy tonight, standing here, knowing that the end is near now. The nights are getting lighter, the mornings are getting lighter. 55 subs are very impressive. Thank you very much, David Buckley. Kilmarnock, People's Republic of Derby Barbados. I love it. You guys are wonderful. You guys are absolutely wonderful. I'm enjoying this. What's your favourite beer from Sweden? Limb. That's a really good question. Venezuela and Gardens Brewery IPA, International Space Station. I interviewed the guys from Garden Brewery. Man, what a time that was. What's your favourite beer from Sweden? I've had some incredible imperial stouts from Sweden. Some of the best imperial stouts. I used to have a guy years and years ago on the channel. His name was Johan in Germany. Can anybody remember Johan in Germany? He used to send me beers from Sweden. Did I just say Johan in Germany? Johan from Sweden. Johan from Sweden used to send me the most amazing imperial stouts. And I miss them to this day. The amazing imperial stouts that he sends. And I drank some amazing imperial stouts from Sweden in that time. Funky Fluid. Yes, I know Funky Fluid from Poland. I have a t-shirt somewhere. I made a video with the guys from Funky Fluid. Amazing Polish brewery. Really, I'm probably going to go back if all this stupidness goes away now, and if we can just get back to normal flying, then I'll probably go back to Poland. You know the days where you just wave your passport and off you go. I'm waiting for them days to come back. I've promised myself I'm not going. I got stuck in Germany. I had to get different flights, and because I didn't fill out a bit of paperwork. It was bonkers, and I'm not doing that again because I scared myself. I thought I was stuck in Germany. That was last year. I'm not doing it until it goes completely back to normal, where you just wave your passport, here I come type of thing. I'm not doing it. Maric, $2.99. Polish zloty. Thank you very much, Maric. Amazing. What are you drinking, Maric? United Kingdom, Great Britain and Northern Ireland. My father is more white wine, sparkling wine fan, but me and my sister are beer types. Vlado. New Mad Squirrel, New England IPA, and Fierce Maple Pancake Pale in Sainsbury's. Both. Lee M. I need to go to Sainsbury's. It's a bit of a drive for me, a bit of a trek, but I might go on Sunday. I might take the wife out on Sunday to Sainsbury's, see if she wants to go. Never gonna read you. Is that Rick Shaw? Never gonna read you. 218 people watching, 215 likes. You're amazing. Butcher Binion, you can't wave your passport anymore. We aren't in the EU. Now you have to queue with everyone else. Bonkers, isn't it? Absolutely. I tell you what, we've gone back. We've gone back about 50 years. Wasn't it nice when you just waved your passport? Here we are. Yeah, here we go. Let's go travelling. It's gone crazy now. Love my blade. Very hard to get kegs in Ireland. Huge amount of bars using them here for Heineken 0.0. Nice. Oof. Nice upload recently. Like those 5 beers to brew in 2020. 22. Oh, thank you. Treat the wife to Sainsbury's. She like that. Do you know why? Because it's a trek for us. It's like 10 miles away. Rickshaw, good old Rickshaw, Rick Astley. Cheers from Poland. I don't know who he is. Oh, managed with another super chat. 2.99 Polish zloty. Thank you very much. Amazing. You just incredible. And then FH. FH has come in with a big right hook of a super chat. A big right hook of a super chat. £17.99. Pour yourself another, Simon. Do you know what, FH? I might do that. Thank you very much for the amazing super chat. Cheers. Here we go then. Here we go. What does my old man says? Latches off. Latches off, he says. My old man likes a pint. I think that's where I get it from. My mum's dad likes a pint. My mum likes a pint. So I think that's where we all get it from. Is my parents like drinking. My grandparents like drinking. It's a big. My brother-in-law and everybody. My sister. We all like drinking. We all love drinking. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, it's a bit of a, don't know, might be a bit of a tough, there was 2 articles this week from the BBC. 2 articles. One article was, it was like a drink calculator thing. Know your drink and know this and know what you're drinking. And then there was another one from good old Wayne Rooney, not the sheep that died on Clarkson's farm, but the real Wayne Rooney, about he thought drinking was going to kill him, and it makes me sigh. It makes me sigh incredibly like this. I love a beer. Absolutely love a beer. My family love beer. We all love drinking alcohol of some kind. Now, here's the question I want to ask you guys. When you see a headline like that from the BBC, are you guys suspicious? Are you like, crappy air we breathe and the water we drink will probably kill us all? Yeah. Are you suspicious by the articles that you're fed by these? I mean, we all have to pay a TV license. It's all fed to us. I'm very suspicious. I'm like, I want to ask you guys a question. When was the last time the BBC or ITV or any of the main news channels were positive about alcohol? In a positive mindset. It's always, and I got to ask myself the question, did the BBC pay Wayne Rooney for this interview? Did they pay him to say, "Oh, alcohol nearly killed me"? I'm a multi-million-pound footballer, but alcohol nearly killed. Is it? You always see these blooming negative things about alcohol, and it always comes from the BBC. It really annoys me. It makes me just go, oh God, here we go. Here's another load of bull, coming my way. And when are we going to start hearing good things about all of the wonderful brewers out there in the world, not just the UK, but the world. The brewing renaissance is just going on. When are we going to start hearing good things about employment and people doing well for themselves and, general positive things? Why have we always got to hear about this? Why have we always got to hear about this negative stuff? I'll tell you why. I've got the answer. It's a way to justify the taxation on alcohol. It's a justification of taxation on alcohol. You pay this much tax because Wayne Rooney nearly died. That's what I see. They've got there's a lot of brainwashing comments coming in. You've got to pay X amount of tax. It's all about control. Absolutely. Wow, the super chats are really coming in. Absolutely, the super chats are coming. You guys are fantastic. Thanks for your support. I'm really passionate about this. Thanks for your support. Really, honestly, this is incredible with the super chats coming in. I'm going to go back and get Marish's Polish zloty, 23.99 Polish zloty. Thank you so very much. And then we're going down to a Charlie Hicks £20 super chat. Thank you so very much for your support. Everybody's saying spot on. Where is... Matt C, another super chat. How's it going? Thank you so very much, Matt C. Where is the alternative? Where can I go to read better news? Where can I lay my eyes rather than the blooming BBC? If Wayne Rooney was getting bladdered every single day, then yes, it is a problem. But if you are sensible with it, there's nothing wrong with it. Liam H, yeah, absolutely. Blimey, who needs to go to work for a day when you've got all these? Super Vascular, thank you very much. Thank you so very much. It's brilliant. Honestly, thanks for your support. Thanks for all of your support. I'm looking up, there's like 4 super chat things going on. The Guardian, Spitfire Callum, fortunately positive news doesn't sell. Yep, in your own judgment and opinion, I found. This is the thing. I skim news these days. I just skim through. Like, as long as the world's not on fire, then I generally skip the news, I'll have a little skip through in the morning, look at the gaming news, I'll look at the tech news, football news, business news. And yeah, if the whole world was on, then I'd read the story. But as long as the world's not on fire, then fine, I'm not going to read it. I didn't even read the Rooney headline. I didn't read the article. I read the headline. I wasn't going to indulge that bull, reading that. Some people would not see worth in leaving if they can't drink beer from time to time. That is meaning, but why not drink beer sometimes? Only people that hate beer promote against. Vlado, yeah, totally. Matt Williams, even all, how's everyone on this fine evening in the Stone Crow? Good podcast for you, No Agenda Show. The No Agenda Show, that would be amazing. Piers Morgan. Talk Radio, home of common sense. Read peer-reviewed articles. It's not entertainment, but mainstream media. Banks on the people being dumb as hell. Yeah, Jack Bandit. A lot of it is never been the same since Proctor got locked in. GB News on YouTube. They tell her as it is. Don't listen to the mainstream media at all. You don't need it. Always look outside the box. Never believe what most these news channels cast. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's a skim. It's a quick skim. As long as I said earlier, as long as the world's not on fire, then it's just a quick skim over the news, and then I'm out of there. Media Lens is amazing. Novara media is mainly okay. Avoid all newspapers and mainstream media, all owned by billionaire interests. Yeah. Haven't read the news in years. Well done, Jess. Well done. Simon, any beer-related news you are aware of? Something positive, like the increase in the uptake of Cask Ale Supervascular. Now, that's a lovely article. I'd like to read that. That would be a nice article to read, wouldn't it? Hence, it's difficult to find anyone to agree with the news. Will always be half nice and half bad. What am I drinking, Marcus? I'm drinking a little Patronus Weiss beer. It's got a strange ring around the top, look. See that? A strange, like, weird coloured ring of something floating in the beer. Definitely the fact that makes beer brands reduce the ABV in their drinks or brew faster with glucose, butters. Eat, drink and be merry, says David. Some people promote against beer, some against chocolate, some against meat, some against dairy, some against fruits, against. Yeah, it's what someone like and knows the dosage. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Maris. £2.99. It's not £2. It's £2.99 Polish zloty. Thank you so very much for the £2.99 Polish zloty. I need to go to the toilet. I'll be back. I filled my bladder with beer. I need to go and have a wee. Pee break for me. Whilst I go and have my Vlado, Maris is an absolute legend tonight. Absolute legend with his wonderful super chats. What a lovely guy. We got 231 likes. Whilst I go to the toilet, can we do 250 likes? 250 likes. Hit the like button down below for 250 likes. Down there. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute or two. I'm back. Managed with £4.99 as I came in, £4.99 Polish zloty super chat. That's incredible. £4.99 Polish zloty. Oh, that was Jamie. I was like that. Oh, that's good. That's good. Who else is now at the point where they have had too much to drink? Supervascular. I'm just kind of warming up a little bit, me. 5 minutes to 7 o'clock. Baby's bladder. Butters, yeah. Oh, that FH knows. And maybe just had to run upstairs. She's coming back. The camera's just a bit too blurry for me to work out whether Simon's microwave time is 10 minutes fast. It is that blooming Aldi microwave. 10 minutes fast all the time. He's back act natural. Only a half an hour till snack time. Ryan, I'm not quite there yet, but it's definitely coming. Jamie Wyman with a £5 super chat. Loving my first virtual pub. Cheers, everybody. Jamie Wyman, thank you so very much for the £5 super chat. Honestly, it makes such a difference. Thank you so very much for your support. We did it as well. We did the 250 likes. That's amazing. You guys are incredible. You really are. Simon was got out by the Mike Oxlund joke earlier. Probably, yeah. Some jokes just go over me and I can't quite get it. John Bance, evening Simon. How you doing? Vibrant forest, illusory walls for me. Lovely. Sounds good. Lots of people talking to themselves or hang on, I need to rephrase that. Lots of people talking to their friends here on the channel where they're talking to one another. It's really lovely to see that you guys are just having fun amongst one another. Do you know, I think I might have heard Mel in the bathroom. Mel? Mel? I think she's in the bathroom. The bathrooms. Yeah, come down. Why? Travis has paid a super chat for you to come and say hello. She's coming. She's in the bathroom. She's having a poo. It's the daffodils. Travis, $15 Australian super chat.
It's freezing.
Thank you so very much. Here she is. Oh.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Where have you been?
I've just been watching a film with the kids.
What film are you watching?
We're not watching a film, we're watching Malcolm in the Middle.
Is it good?
Yes, wicked.
I've never seen Malcolm in the Middle.
I tell you what, whilst I'm here, do you want to get me my champagne glass? Oh no,
Hi,
you
Mel.
can't, can you? Because you broke it.
Oh, that was a Prosecco glass.
Melissa sent me this all the way from Australia. I'm going to open it now.
Mel's going to open a little bottle of champagne.
Oh yeah.
You going to do that or?
Because it was my birthday the other day.
Hold it up a bit higher.
I gotta open it first.
Oh, it's a screw cap. That's nice. Yeah, it's a screw cap. So this is Yellowtail.
I'm going to be the only person in the whole of Wales to drink one of these tonight.
Hello,
Isn't that special?
Hello,
Love
Haunted
Malcolm in the Middle.
Coachman.
Ask me any question about it and I get it. I don't want that one. Makes my mouth funny. I want a clear one so I can see it. Malcolm in the Middle is hilarious. Super vascular happy birthday for the other day, Mel. 21 again, thank you. Stephen James, thank you too. I had my hair up all day today, so it's a bit of a mess. Apologies. What's for dinner? Mel Simon said he's joining a hippie commune. He's told the news. No, not yet, but something I look forward to.
I'm going to let Mel take it for 5 minutes while I have a little sit back and a rest. Because Trav's paid me to have a rest, essentially. Cheers, Trav.
Life is unfair. Yeah, it's amazing. This looks beautiful, actually. Nice carbonation. Yeah, cheers.
Well, Mel, you do it. You do your thing. Mel's going to do the tweets.
No, I'm not doing any tweets. I promised the girls a night with them tonight. Oh, this is beautiful. Hal off Breaking Bad. Yeah. Have you seen the sketch when Breaking Bad finished? They did Malcolm in the Middle. It was hilarious. He woke up and was like, oh, I had a really bad dream. Yeah, Travis, it is. It's the champagne Melissa sent me. Look. Oh, you get loads in there as well. Well, not loads, but you know.
Does it taste
nice? Yeah, it's lovely. Oh, yeah, it's good. So how's everybody doing? This is really high on my glass.
Mel's finally enjoying a Friday with a glass or something.
What's going on here? How do you do this thing?
What you're trying to do? It's the back one. Do the back one.
Mel, any plans for playing Horizon and or Elden Ring? Okay, well actually, no plans as yet.
Switch Sports for me.
Yeah.
Mel's buying me the special edition Switch Sports.
At the moment,
Wii
I'm
console.
playing. Oh gosh, pardon me. Pokemon Legends. It's really good. Friday night.
I'm hanging on you. I'm like that.
So it's Travis just said Simon's got a fair lean going on.
I'm on the ropes. I'm on the ropes.
Describe Malcolm in the Middle for us, Mel. What's it about? Right, okay. Malcolm in the Middle. It's like, oh my gosh, maybe it's even 25 years old. Jamie, me too, loving Pokemon Legends. Oh, it's really good. Malcolm in the Middle, it's about this kind of dysfunctional American family. We've got 4 boys, they're all terrors in their own little way. And Malcolm is the one that's in the middle of the ones that are still at home. And he's got a very, very high IQ. And it's just really funny. I remember watching it when I was young.
Oh, the kids enjoying it.
Yeah, Annabelle's enjoying it. Molly hasn't really watched any of it. She hasn't watched any of it with us. Right. I'm going.
She's messed around with all my settings, all my tripod, how it was.
It's going to happen, isn't it? I'm going to take this with me, though, because this is beautiful.
Oh, see, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Melissa and Travis, for sending this over. Are all the boys basically Horrid Henry? Don't know. What's Horrid Henry? Right, I'm going. See you later. Tra. Have a good weekend, everybody, and I'll see you next week.
Mal's going to go and have a bit of time with the children. Right, I'm back. Here we are. Look, I come nice and close. Look, and all of a sudden, look, my head's chopped off.
So I'm going to get my PJs. Oh. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
You do this for me. I've been waiting, but now I'm putting my pyjamas on.
She's putting her pyjamas on now, so don't call her. She's basically saying she's putting her pyjamas on. Don't call her because she's not coming back in her pyjamas. Pokemon pyjamas, yeah. Puppy's years pyjamas. Right, the Thank you very much, David. We got 246 people in. 246 people in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Is it just me waving at the telly? Sid Cannon, yeah. Burp in the microphone. Haunted Coachman. There he is. How you doing, the Haunted Coachman? Horrible Henry was a great cartoon, especially when he had his rooted toot sneakers. Come back in your pyjamas, Miles. Spitfire Callum. Yeah. Hey, Simon, just watched the cream corn and chips video. My lunch is sorted tomorrow. Oh, Munitions. So good. I'm slightly disappointed more people didn't watch that video. It did okay, but I really, not for my own benefit, not for like a financial benefit, but I really wanted people to watch that video because the food was so good. I've never had cream corn before. I've never heard of cream corn. Never. I thought to myself, it looks like a blooming dip thing. That's what I looked at in the freezer. This is like a dip. So I put it in the oven, or microwave, air fried some chips. My goodness me, that was like amazing. Like some of the best food I've ever had. It was like macaroni cheese with like the macaroni, but with like corn and dipping chips in. It was really tasty, really, really, really good. If you missed that video, tune into that one. Again, not for my benefit, although it will be, but I don't mean it like that. Just moving football head. Love it. Just for your own, like, for you to buy stuff, for you to buy your own Chiquito cream corn with the dip in the chip. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, Daniel Bale, honestly, be good with Doritos. It was really tasty. So I get your PJs on, Spitfire Callum. I have pyjamas. I've not worn my pyjamas since October. I went out to Marks and Spencer's, beginning of the winter, autumn, thinking because I've knocked the house apart, we're going to have a really cold house. So I need pyjamas and vests, and I bought it all. Bought all that stuff, slippers. And then I normally let the dog go in the garden, normally. I decided to knock the garden about. And the downside of that was I had to walk the dog because I made the biggest mud pile humanly possible in that garden. And the dog can't use it anymore because he'll just run mud all the way through the house. So the pyjamas I bought in October have been worn once because I have to stay dressed all night. It makes me really angry, sit in a chair dressed all night, and then 10 o'clock by the time I go to bed I gotta go, come on dog, let's put the dog on the lead. I gotta walk the dog. And I swear honestly, there's some days, you know that Kurt Zuma thing, or there's some days we won't go there. Anyway, I gotta stay dressed till 10 o'clock so I can walk the dog. A sandwich walks into a bar and asks for a beer. The barman says, we don't serve food in here. Love it. Vlado. Simon, do you have some rum in the house? Oh, Vlado. 10 Croatian monies. Thank you so very much for the 10 Croatian monies, Vlado. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have any rum in the house. Otherwise, Vlado, I would drink some. I could drink some rum now, I could. Yeah, Jordan, let's close that one. No, Spitfire Callum, no, I'm absolutely not one of those. Eldorado. Yeah, Eldorado. I remember that television program. Yeah, totally cool. Totally cool. Right, can we do 300 likes? Simon, you got a Coke of your own for us? I don't have any Coke in the house, no. Simon, a ghost walks into a bar. The bartender says, sorry, we don't serve spirits. I like that one. Come on then, where's your jokes? Where's your jokes, everybody? Mayford Roofing, what am I drinking? I'm drinking a Weiss beer. I'm drinking a Weiss beer from Lidl, Patronus Weiss beer. Mayford Roofing. How does a geometry teacher drink beer? From pint A to pint B. Eldorado Rum. Oh, Eldorado Rum. Not Eldorado, the TV series. Yeah. Simon, are you not going to have Baileys? Oh, Stephen James, I don't have any Baileys. All that went at Christmas time. I love that. I love my Baileys. Oh, we used to have a right old drink, didn't we, at the Stone Crow, drinking Baileys. Rum or whiskey, what do you prefer? Eric, I much prefer. Eric Grunland, I much prefer rum. Much prefer rum. What's a horse? Simon, a horse walks into a bar. The shocked bartender points a finger his way in alarm and yells, hey, the horse says, you read my mind, buddy. What's brown and sticky? A stick. Whiskey, a horse. That West Ham low life. I kicked his cat. The Irish have taken both his cats off him and will prosecute him. The haunted coachman. Yeah, I mean, he's £1 million footballer. What is he thinking? What is he thinking? Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Debate at work today was which celebrities stealing a living. My answer was Gary Lineker, Jeremy Vine and Claire Balding. Jeremy Vine used to be really good. I think Jeremy Vine has... It's like he's just middling along now, isn't it? It's like just middling along. Vlado prefers rum. Whiskey for me, says Jamie. Vlado, but whiskey is good for me also. Irish whiskey for me. Charlie Hicks! Whoa! Charlie Hicks! A man walks into a bar. Ouch. That was me walking into the bar. Unbelievable. Wow. Charlie Hicks with a £50 super chat. Thank you so very much, Charlie Hicks. That is just bonkers. And I will say it again. You guys who support the channel, from a £1 super chat to a £50 super chat to a £100 super chat we've had before now. I thank you all so very much. I really do. It just helps the channel tick along. It really does. I can't emphasize it enough. I will never, and I will never, ever ask for a super chat. But when a super chat comes along of this kind of magnitude, that's an amazing super chat, Charlie. I thank you so very much. I will spend time in saying that kind of really helps us. It really helps us along on the channel. It gives us time. Now I've never really wanted to kind of talk about it too much because I never feel comfortable talking money. But what it does, and I've only realized this recently, it gives me time to relax, find the beers that I need to review, find the foods that I need to review, really concentrate on the channel and not be like a hamster in a wheel, you know? Like crazy chasing, like Oh, I think you all know where I'm coming from. It gives me a little time to pick out the good stuff that you want me to review and find without being a hamster in a wheel, without kind of like crazy running around like I used to do, trying to keep the channel above water. There's a little bit of time now where I can just relax a little bit and find the things that I need to review and do it, and it makes for a better channel. It just helps us. So if I've put that across slightly wrong, or if I've made a mistake with my wording, I apologise. But yeah, thank you, all of you. Not just Charlie, but all of you. Travis, Marish from Poland, all of your amazing, if I missed anybody, all of your amazing kind of contributions tonight has just really, really helped the channel. Can we hit 300 likes? Can we hit 300 likes? 279 likes. We need 21 likes. Hit the like button down below. 283. There's a great comment coming from GM, and I'm gonna read that in a minute. 285. 15 likes to go. 15. 12 likes to go. 12 likes to go. 11 likes to go. We got 289. 289 likes. 11 likes to go for 300 likes. Come on, let's do it. 10 likes to go. 10 more likes to go. There's a like and a dislike button in the corner. Like and a dislike button in the corner. If you hit the like button down below, you can get us 6 more likes. 6 more likes. We've done 300 likes for the night so far. 4 more likes. 4 more likes. 2 more likes. 2 more like 1 more like. 1 more like to go for 300 likes. 302 likes. You guys are amazing. Thank you so very much. I'm going to go back to GM's comment. Where is it? Have I gone too far? I've gone too far. Oh, let's find GM. Simon, what you do ain't easy, but you do a great job. That's why you deserve everything you get. GM, thank you, honestly, thank you very much. Up until he was about 9 years old, Sean Connery's son thought Humpty Dumpty shat on a wall. yeah, shat on a wall. Cod chops, what a lovely joke, I like that. I'm a Colts fan, 21 years I've bled blue. Was lost watching the Six Nations, never mind. NFL, lol. Now I feel drunk and laughing watching you, and I didn't drink anything for 7 days, Vlado. Amazing. I organised the other day. There were a couple of no-shows, but I still had a good time, Philip James. I'm going to read it out in full. I organised a threesome the other day. There were a couple of no-shows, but I still had a good time. Philip, amazing. Jess says 304 likes. Paul Goggin with a £10 super chat says, shout out to my good lady Norleen on her birthday this weekend. Norleen, hello, how you doing, Norleen? What are you drinking? Happy birthday, Paul Goggin. Thanks for the £10 super chat. Happy birthday. Daryl's fluffed. Rubberfingers, Simon, do you remember when you used to do push-ups or take your top off, etc. in lockdown during the early days of the Stone Crow? Funny moments. You should do a montage video. Rubberfingers, Yeah, I do. I remember kind of doing all of that kind of crazy stuff. The crazy man in me's never gone away. Never went away. It's just people forgot to ask. Oh, that's the point of it. People used to super chat and say, "Hey, Simon, I'll give you a tenner if you take your top off." And we, and it was like, yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, yeah, we'll do that. That was the early days of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Do you know, though, some brewers out there, I used to do a lot of collaborations before the whole kind of lockdown thing happened, and used to do a lot of brewing with brewers, and the problem with what happened with I know for a fact that some brewers now, they won't touch me. They won't touch me because of me taking my... Isn't it bonkers? It's like everything's so politically correct, isn't it, these days, that somebody pays a bloke money in lockdown when he's like... I didn't... what I would like to say, in the situation in lockdown, I didn't have any government grants, I didn't take any money, nothing. It was all supported by you guys. The super chats, the memberships. For the business, I didn't take any grants, nothing. I was like, there's no such thing as a free lunch in terms of taking the government's money, because all of a sudden now they want it all back, don't they? They're talking about fraud and all this other stuff. I'm sure it happened. I'm pretty sure it happened, but I didn't take a penny of their money. Didn't want a penny of that stuff. So, isn't it funny now that there's some brewers out there that go, we're not going to support this guy. We're not going to invite him to our brewery because to support himself, he took his top off in the Stone Crow. It's like, if that's how the industry is, then, wow, wow. Yeah, cod chops. Yeah, no, I totally understand. Some of the other side of the brewery's coming on to the live streams. They got sales out of it. John at Laws have embraced YouTube and his business has rocketed. Captain Meets Adventures. Yeah, absolutely. Simon, just keep doing what you're doing. Absolutely. Oh, God, yeah. Remember that, Daniel Bale? Yeah. Mr. Lexus, evening all. It's been a while. How you doing, Mr. Lexus? Only time I saw Simon take his top off was when he ate those spicy peanuts, super vascular. The best one for me was when he did the spicy sauce and it blew the head off him. He had to take his top off. He was in bits. Stephen James, yeah. You need a new chili gummy bear heat challenge. Yeah, Philip James, yeah. Definitely should get an OBE for keeping us entertained. What's for dinner? Top man, keep it up. Are there rum-based cream liqueurs? Oh, that sounds good. A rum-based cream liqueur. Simon, if a brewery does not want to engage with the UK's biggest review channel, what a shame on them. Captain Meat Avengers. Do you know what I think, Captain Meat, as well? I still think breweries out there are still chasing the golden goose that is television. I still think Nathan's got his 2-month badge. Well done, Nathan. I still think that there's breweries out there that would rather try and get on television than get on YouTube. And I think it's only when television continues to decline and online carries on growing that there will be a realization. Can you remember when Can you remember when Manchester United Football Club didn't have a YouTube channel? That was only 18 months ago. It was only 18 months ago that Manchester United Football Club did not have a YouTube channel. And I was like, I'm not a Man United fan. I don't support Man United. But Liverpool were on YouTube with 3 million subscribers. Probably since the last time I'm looking, they're probably on 5 million subscribers now. And Manchester City are probably on 5 or 6 million subscribers. And all of a sudden, the penny dropped with Manchester United Football Club that they needed a YouTube channel. And they needed a YouTube channel fast. So what did they do? They went on, they advertised the hell out of it. They went from 0 to 2 million subscribers in a matter of months. They pumped themselves on YouTube. They paid money to get to the top of the charts and all this, and they've now got millions of subscribers. It's the same with television. It's the same with the breweries. It's exactly the same with the breweries, albeit the breweries, and I have every respect for the breweries, they're not technology people. I'll tell you that right now. Brewers are not technology people. They've got no clue how any of this works. So I don't blame the breweries. I don't blame them. But the moment that enough of them and people realise what YouTube is, the breweries realise what YouTube is, then I think channels like myself and Craft Beer Channel and, Paul and everybody else who's on YouTube, Hop Scene, and everybody else who I might have missed, are going to do really, really well out of it, because all of a sudden they'll want to come on your channel. They'll be inviting you to the brewery, and it'll all be it should be great. It should be when it finally happens. When of course the light bulb moment happens and these breweries realise that they need a YouTube presence. Demon81 with an £8.99 super chat. Thank you so very much, Demon81, for the £8.99 super chat. That is fantastic. Thank you. So no rum, I'm just getting into it. I don't like the molasses taste, a lot of them have, but I was given some Bumba rum recently, which I loved. That was several hours into beer. Lager and whiskey drinking, however. Anyone else tried it and let me know if it's any good or not. Sip of beer. Evening, Simon Wood. Simon Wood's in the house. Cheers, Simon Wood. Simon is a Trailblazer on YouTube and originator. Thanks very much, What's for Dinner. Man United previously the kings of exploiting revenue streams before everyone else. Missed the boat on that one. Yeah, Philip James. Yeah, absolutely. Man United and the rest know the likes of YouTube is the future. Totally. Doing fine, Captain Meat. Greetings. Big Kev. Simon was saying hello to Big Kev. Whiskey is good with lagers, multi-lagers like Augustina, Edelstoff, even Sapporo. Bumba is a good... I've never had Bumbu. I've never had Bumbu. I'd like to try that. Where can I buy Bumbu in the UK as a rum? That'd be amazing. Hi, Simon. Are you growing your hair? Yeah, we're having a little grow over here. Simon, have you tried Broken Skull IPA? Stone Cold Steve Austin beer. That's what I'm drinking tonight. Hope you and Mel and the family are well. We're all well. Stefan, I've not had Broken Skull IPA. I've heard of it, never had it. As a Liverpool fan, Manchester United are what Liverpool were in the 1990s. Buying the wrong players and lost their identity. Yeah, it's bonkers, isn't it, that Man United are where they are today. Richest club, one of the richest clubs in the world. The craft beer I've been to good few breweries. Yeah, they have. I mean, I'm friends with Johnny. I've met Brad a few times. I don't know Brad enough to say he's a friend, but I've met Johnny enough that I can say, yeah, he's a friend of mine. They're good guys. They're really good guys. They've been to lots of breweries, same as me in the early days. They're good people. They're really good people. Mayford Roofing, £10 super chat. £10 super chat. Keep it up, Simon. Love this channel from Richard and Tom Bamford on the Hofbrau Original in Northampton. Hofbrau is a brilliant beer. Enjoy that. Enjoy that beer on the Hofbrau Original. This may be the Punk IPA talking, but love you guys. Tony Two Shoes, we love you too. Can you tell us a story between why you decided to go on YouTube platform, as YouTube was a mess 12 years ago with copyright issues? Plenty. Good call by you, by the way. What's for dinner? I'll tell you in a moment. That's a really good question, by the way. One of the best questions I've ever been asked. Just here drinking a nice coffee and oatmeal stout. Very nice beer. Highly recommended if you want to try it. It's by Dungavin Brewing Company in Ireland. Have you tried my homebrew yet, Simon? You will love it. I dare you to open it now. Roller coaster ride. Roller coaster. I still have it. I'm going to review it. I'm not going to open it now. I'm going to review it. It's in my outside conservatory fridge. It's about time I got round to it. I'm in the groove. I say that I'm in the groove. I'm in the kind of, I'm going to do it. I'm definitely going to, pardon me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it soon. I don't want to just waste it and drink it. I want to give it a proper review. Mick Foley, the wrestler, did a beer, I'm told. I think it was called Mike Foley. Anyone had it? No. 230 as 2 hours is awesome. Sailor Jerry's an awesome good rum, says Jordan. Man United fans aren't so arrogant these days, says Daniel. Hazy Hayes, £10 super chat. £10 super chat from Hazy Hayes. Finished Brew York live tasting, everyone. Oh, finished Brew York live tasting. Evening, everyone. And Stone the Crows, you lovely people. Hazy Hayes! Hazy Hayes has come over to the Stone Crow Virtual Pub with a £10 super chat. Thank you so very much. I had a question about why I chose YouTube 12 years ago as a platform. I'm going to give you my answer, but first of all, I need a wee. Seems like yesterday. It didn't seem like 12 years. Back in a moment. Time for another beer. Back on the old Patronus from Lidl. Right, I promised you an answer, didn't I? It was a really good question. Really good question about why I chose YouTube 12 years ago. There's comments coming through about 12 years ago now, but I can't read them all because they're flying by and I'm pouring a beer. Let's put that down for a second then and go back. It was by Cod Chops. Where'd it go? 12 years ago, there was Daily Motion and not a lot else. Google made YouTube popular. Simon, are you doing anything for the Stone Crow second birthday? When is the second birthday of the Stone Crow, Daniel? Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Enjoy my Augustine of Ice beer. Cheers from the Netherlands. Ham, enjoy. Broken Skull IPA is pretty much doldrums out in America. You'd be lucky to find it in the UK. Simon, no crepes, no perfect draft, no pinter. Tony Two Shoes, no, I'm drinking bottles tonight. Nice and easy, out the fridge, bish, bash, bosh, job done. I wonder if Rumble will become as big as YouTube. Well, I don't know. My beard is almost frozen. Right, sold out. Not doldrums, down autocorrect. Right, okay. I like Patronus. It's not great, but it's good for the price, and that for sure. Kyle, absolutely amazing. Daily Motion pretty much disappeared. Yeah. It's an amazing beer for the price. That's why I'm drinking it. Right, I'm going to step back from the comments for a moment and tell you my story. Otherwise, I'm not going to concentrate on my story. So, what happened was, 12 years ago, over 12 years ago, isn't that amazing? I was very much into the early, very early Android phones. I had the very first Android phone. It was made by HTC, and it was the HTC One. First Android phone. It had a slide out keyboard. So the phone was one and it slid out into a phone and a keyboard with a little kind of ball, micro ball, as a micro mouse stylus thing. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. The fact that on the go, I could go to all my favorite websites, first real time of using a proper smartphone. I could go to all of these amazing websites and, you know, email people using my keypad off my phone was revolutionary. Absolutely revolutionary. Before these days, everybody had a laptop, a computer. Bonkers. But this HTC had a terrible camera. Awful. Like barely usable. There was other glitches. It just wasn't... It was good. It was good. But then Motorola came along. And this is all linked. Honestly, I'm not kidding you. This is all linked to me opening a YouTube channel. Believe it or not. Motorola said they were going to bring out a Razr type phone with a sliding keyboard, 1 gig of RAM, 1 gig of RAM, and it was going to be the next best thing. So I was super excited because I was reading blogs about this phone coming out, and I went on YouTube and I put in Motorola, blah blah blah, and there was people reviewing like dummy units and like it wasn't even released yet, but they were talking about what this phone could be and blah blah blah. And blah. So I become almost addicted to these very early tech channels on YouTube where they were talking about phones, and I was young and it was great. The smartphones were coming out, and anyway, one day I'm sitting there watching one of my regular phone launch videos, and I'm drinking a beer. And I'm drinking a Hobgoblin. I've never had a Hobgoblin before. Somebody bought me a Hobgoblin for Christmas. And I'm sitting there with my Hobgoblin. I'm like, kind of don't really know what I'm tasting here. This is all a bit new to me, type of thing. So, lo and behold, I was on YouTube search, Hobgoblin Ale. Witchwood Hobgoblin. Up comes this guy, JJ Davin. JJ Davin pops up in America. I think he's around the Alabama region of America. I think. I'm not too sure. But that moment, that very, very moment, I went from tech, phone, watching YouTube videos to, oh my God, this is the most exciting thing in the world. The most exciting thing. And it's almost like I come across it all by accident. I didn't know how to use the internet. I could barely type. I'm a carpenter by trade. I can barely type. I can barely do anything on the internet. Literally barely do anything. And I watched JJ Dave, I'm reviewing this Hobgoblin, and I realised he was in America, and I realised there was nobody doing it in the UK. There was, though. I'm going to hold my hand up here and say there was. There was a guy called Zach Avery. He started a YouTube blog back in 2009 called A Year in Beer. And I found him, and I started watching Zach Avery, reviewing beers that I've never heard of. Brax Beer Oxford Gold, Brax Beer Bitter, all these like Adnams Innovation. And I didn't even know these beers existed. I didn't even know this world existed. And I thought back then, not I'm going to make a business out of this. I didn't think that. No way in the world did I think that. Because even back then, I didn't even know YouTube, you could make a business out of YouTube. I just thought, why don't I buy some local... Why don't I buy some local beer and beers that I can find for £1? Yes, back in the day, 12 years ago, when I first started reviewing beer on YouTube, you could buy beers in the supermarkets for £1 a bottle back then. So I started buying bottles of beer for £1, whatever I could find for £1. It was almost like a game I was playing with myself. Theakston's Old Peculiar, found it for £1. Hen's Tooth by Moreland, found it for £1. Speckled Hen, found it for £1. Every week, Asda had a different beer for £1. £1. And I would buy that beer and I would review that beer on YouTube, not really knowing what I was talking about, in all honesty. But I think I started off by saying this very thing, that I wanted to drink as many beers that I possibly could on YouTube, not really knowing what was kind of going to happen. And it was the most... it was the most amazing kind of experience. It's still, even today, it's the most amazing experience that has ever happened to me in life. That I found, if I wasn't drinking Hobgoblin that day, whilst looking at my phone reviews, I would have found YouTube by now. Definitely would have found YouTube by now. But I wouldn't have opened a beer channel, because the the competition is fierce. The amount of beer tubers there are now on YouTube is just bonkers. It's just, I applaud them all. I really do applaud them all. I was just very, very lucky. And I hold my hands up. Very, very lucky that I got into it when I did. Completely by accident. So from One Hop got in, he is now drinking beer from all around the world. Travis, yeah, exactly that. But when did you realise YouTube paid £1 for views, etc., or did you do it for free in mind at the beginning? What's for dinner? Ken Hogg, I'm gonna get this super chat, £2 super chat from Hemcock, from Ken Hogg. Any cream drinks tonight, Si? You are cool, thank you very much. I don't have any Baileys or anything like that, Ken Hogg, but thank you for the super chat. Good question. This is a really good follow-on question. When did I realise Google paid? Right. This is going to be slightly controversial, but I'm always honest. I don't back away from anything. I'm always honest. I'm not going to bend the truth. I'm just going to come out with it. I becomes kind of slightly friends with a Canadian beer reviewer, Al Harlock. We fell out. Unfortunately, we fell out. We had a bad exchange message-wise on Facebook. Some of you might have seen the video. He was one of the first Canadian beer reviewers on YouTube. But we become friends. And it comes to the point where he sent me beer from Canada all the way to the UK. I remember reviewing a Propeller Imperial Stout that he was kind enough to send me. Unfortunately, we fell out. Things happen in life, don't they? Things happen. Sometimes you can have a friend for life. Sometimes you have a friend, you just fall out with that friend. Unfortunately, I fell out with that friend, and I still think about the situation, and I'm a lot older now, and would I have done the things that I did back then? Now, probably not. And, you know, some of the blame was on me, of course. He made a massive YouTube video about me, and he put all of the Facebook messages on that I said, and I thought that should have probably been kept private. But anyway, apart from that, we fell out, and I still feel sorry for this day that we fell out. But anyway, going back to the point, Al Harlock, I was watching one of his videos because we become kind of friendly, and one of his videos, he was showing off this check. I got to get this super chat. I'll come back to my story. Always a red. The Stone Crow, the only virtual pub on the planet. Keep up the great work, Simon. Thank you so very much. Always a red for the £5 super chat. Thank you very much. Anyway, Al Harlock, one of his videos, he was showing off a check that YouTube had sent him. It was a AdSense check. And I watched the video, and he was saying that YouTube pays through the ads, advertising, and once you hit £60 of advertising revenue, Google sends you a check for £60. Of course, they take their cut and whatever, but yeah, they send you 60 quid or 60 Canadian dollars. And that's what I started, you know, he was getting checks sent to him. And I thought, you know, this I didn't know, I didn't even know that this was happening. I didn't know that it was a paying platform. So I knuckled down. Of course I did. I knuckled down. I started working even harder. And I become monetized on YouTube. You have to apply. Back in the day, I mean, you have to apply now, but I mean, back in the day, you literally had to email back and forth people to become a partner on YouTube. And and I'm proud of this. I am very, 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 very proud of this. I am the 52nd ever partnered UK YouTube channel. The 52nd. So top 100. Jamie C, $5 US. Evening, Si. Good evening all from Jamie C. $5 super chat. You gotta let me know Canadian. Jane Irwin, how you doing, Jane? How you doing, Jane? To be honest with you, I still like Hal. I'll have a look at his channel every now and again, and I'll have a look what he's up to. I don't hate anyone in life really. I made mistakes. I shouldn't have done what I did. But I can hold my hands up and I can say that I still watch some of his videos now, and he was one of the originals. He really was. He was one of the originals. And I wish things didn't happen how they happened. But anyway, going back to it. Sip of beer. I knuckled down. I worked really hard. I got monetized by YouTube. I got my partnership through. And I was the 52nd YouTube partner in the UK. 52nd. One of the nearly top 50 monetized people in the UK. And it took me 6 months. It took me 6 months to get a £60 check. And then it took me another 6 months to get the next £60 check. And then you worked harder and you worked harder. And then it became 5 months that you got your £60 check. And then it became 4 months because you're working so hard. Ramsey as 52nd in respected how many in the UK now? Approximately thousands, at least I imagine. Exactly, Raspberry Nesbit. Exactly. It's kind of a proud kind of thing, you know? To think that I was the 52nd kind of monetized person on YouTube. In the UK. Not in the world. Not in the world, in the UK. So what did you feel like when your first YouTube check arrived in the post? What's for dinner? What did I feel like? I took it down the bank. And the bank asked me, I remember, they said to me, Google AdSense check. They were like, what is this kind of? And I was like, I don't know, just cash the damn thing. I'm not. I said, I'm a YouTuber, and I won't even. I said, I do YouTube videos back then. I make YouTube videos. And they were like, oh, that's really interesting. And because it's a small town and everybody knows each other. And, you know, as soon as you put something unusual into a bank account, people are like, ooh, what's going on here then? Jess, thank you very much for the €5 super chat. Thank you so much. So the story goes that the 6 months become 5 months by the time I got a £60, because you had to hit that £60 threshold. You had to hit that £60 threshold before they sent you a check. 6 months become 5 months, become 4 months, become 3 months, become 2 months, become 1 month. Over the space of 4 years. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It was such... It was like sometimes it felt like I was up swimming above where the Titanic sank, and I was trying to pull up the Titanic on the surface of the water. It felt like that sometimes. It was like trying to pull up the impossible, trying to make something, and many people, and even my close family, they were all concerned, they were all worried. My friends, they were all like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? You're doing yourself in. Because I was drinking a lot of beer early on. I was like absolutely smashing it. Absolutely just, on the weekend I was doing like 4 reviews on a Saturday, 4 reviews on a Sunday. I was doing 2 reviews each day during the week. I was really pushing. But there was never a point. There was never a point where I thought I'm in trouble. I'm drinking too much. There was never a point of that. I lost a lot of jobs. I'll admit that. I lost a job in Asda. I lost a job in a school. And that was just, when you turn up in the morning, you've had too much the night before. And it wasn't that I was like drinking because I was drinking for a purpose. I was drinking for this purpose. I was drinking for this, for this here, this very channel. It wasn't like I was sitting in the armchair guzzling 6 or 7 pints a night because I needed it. It was a goal. It was an ambition. It was a stern-eyed, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this if it breaks me. I'm going to absolutely smash this if it breaks me, because nobody's done this before. Michael Jackson's done this before, the beer writer, but nobody else has kind of absolutely done this before. And I want to do it. I want to prove everyone wrong. And that was the point. I wanted to prove every single person that ever told me that they were worried about me or it was never going to work. I wanted to prove them all wrong. We've got a super chat. Eric Grunland, do you remember the first time you heard of the information superhighway, aka the internet? Eric Grunland, when I moved here in 2000, the year 2000, I bought my Dreamcast. My parents, they would never have allowed me to plug my Dreamcast into the telephone line, because that was your internet back in the day. Remember those days? When you plugged your cable into your phone line into the internet for your internet, and it was dial-up. My parents would have whipped me. When they got the phone bill through, they would have whipped me So I didn't really know of the internet until the year 2000. Had a Dreamcast, came down here to this very house, plugged it in to the phone line. All of a sudden, I could visit websites. I didn't know what to search. Of course, naturally, being a perfect timing. You want a drink? I'd love to talk more, but I've got to make my child a drink.
Mum wants you to pour a glass of wine.
What with? Do you have a wine glass?
No, she doesn't have one, I don't think.
She has one at the desk. Go and get a wine glass at the desk. Drink, right.
I've got a drink of wine.
Oh, Annabelle has a drink. So now the child's gone upstairs. Naturally, again, honest can be. First thing I did, Google big tits. All on my Dreamcast, on my controller, like trying to scroll through.
Mum has a champagne glass at a wine glass.
Yeah, where is it? Where is the wine glass? Is it on her desk?
No, she has a champagne glass.
What does she want? Wine?
Yeah.
She drank the champagne.
Yeah.
Now she wants wine. Okay, no worries. Won't be a minute, guys. Do you know what, though? Isn't that how life goes? Isn't that how life goes? Hey? Here they are, look. Children by my side. Getting into a very sensitive subject. She don't want squash. There you go, Annabelle. Take that up somewhere. Glass of jammy red Rufamel. Be careful with that. Don't tip it all over the carpet on the stairs.
The stairs have carpet?
We have wooden stairs. There's no carpet on the stairs. Anyway, yeah, I'm not shy. I'm not shy to admit this. That, yeah, probably my first internet search on my Sega Dreamcast console was probably big boobs or something along. I was 20 years old. 20 years old. Big tits, big boobs. You know, let's have a look at this. And then it went, and it was like a printer going off, and it was like, and then all of a sudden it was like this stuff hit the screen, and it was like, woo, you know, this is the internet. This is the internet, of course. And that was my first 12, yeah, dial-up, yeah, yeah, that was the first internet for me. That was the first internet for me. So, yeah, that's my, where were we, internet. That was my kind of like, yeah. That was my first internet search. Here, in this very house. Now I'm on the internet, streaming off my phone. I've been here 22 years later. And I work on the internet. Isn't that funny? Isn't that a funny thing? But I want to go back to whose second search was beer. Yeah. Mad to think you couldn't make or receive a phone call on the house phone whilst you were on the internet. Matt, yeah. Yeah, apparently so. Yeah. When you were on the internet, that was it. You were on the internet, you couldn't make a phone call. Or I remember watching the television, and it was like no news for me because I never really understood it. They were like, and in the UK, you know, news channel talk, and in the UK they've started to put broadband in people's homes. Flabbergasted, absolutely flabbergasted. This is incredible. Even now, who else gets really angry when a 5-second ad pops up? Big Kev, I'm bonkers, innit? Big Kev. What am I drinking tonight, Ross P? I'm drinking a Patronus by Little Pearl and Backer Patronus. And then Charlie Hicks. This is Charlie Hicks's second £50 super chat of the night. This is just amazing. Thank you so much, Charlie, for the support. Everybody's saying, wow, Charlie, this is just incredible. Honestly, you can probably see it all over my face. Thank you so very much. Honestly. Cheers to you. Let's have a drink. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you, Charlie. 14.4 thousand and 28,000 and 56,000, and it stayed at 56 mainly until 500 problem came along. Oh yeah. I think I'm about my subscribers then. 2001 to 2006 were the best 5 to 6 years. Jordan's drinking punk. Everyone's saying amazing. Mayford Roofing is saying amazing. Thanks very much to Charlie. Right, so Ross is saying my first internet search was RedTube. I was about 7 years old. Generally thought it was what YouTube was called at the time. Ross P. Mel searched for Facebook one day, and she managed to type Facebook into the internet. Not Facebook, but Facebook. And she was surprised to see lots of people with in their face. And she was like, this is terrible. Yeah. So funny. So funny. Yeah, honestly. Right, so I'm gonna go back to my YouTube story because I don't think I finished yet. I wanted to cover the jobs I lost. The school, I never got on with the head teacher. I was there at 6 o'clock every morning in the school. I was a caretaker in the school. I used to do MySpace and Bebo before Facebook. Yeah, all of us did. We all did. Not me. I didn't know what that was because I was late to the internet. But yeah. Anyone remember good old late night TV? If you catch my drift. Yeah, Ryan McFarlane. Yeah, that was all it was. That's all it was, wasn't it? It was late night TV. And if you caught the kind of moment right in late night TV, you might get 10 seconds of a boob or something. I remember those days. I remember those days well. But yeah, the school. So didn't get on with the head teacher. I got on really well with the cleaners. I was the caretaker. The cleaners were the cleaners. I was not the head teacher. I was the caretaker, sorry. I was the caretaker. They were the cleaners. And I just got... They were like, oh, she's a bit of a bitch, isn't she? And I went, yeah. I think you're right. I think she's a bit of a bitch. Next thing you know, right, they led me into this kind of web. So they were like, Simon, will you come into this meeting? And I was like, meeting? I'm a caretaker. What do I need to go into a meeting for? Anyway, all these formal people from the council, the Vale of Glamorgan Council, were sitting around this table. And the cleaners. And the head teacher. And these cleaners went straight to the head teacher. And all the unions and all this like bonkers stuff. And they were like, we understand that you called the head teacher a bitch. And I was like, I just stood up. Now, apart from being a caretaker, I've worked on building sites and all sorts of kind of stuff, and I just stood up, kicked the chair away from behind me, and I was like, whoa. I said, and I just complete denial. I was like, I didn't call her a bitch, and she sat there. I never called her a bitch. I said, if she was a bitch, I'd tell her she was a bitch to her face. And it all bloody erupted and whatnot. But it, once that had happened, it was done. It was done. I tried to mend it. Now this happened within the first 5 weeks of me working there. I tried to mend it for like 10 months. Really worked hard to try, and I was doing way over. I was like taking my own tools. I was building great big IKEA cupboards, and I was a caretaker. Didn't have to do any of that stuff, but I was building IKEA cupboards and like painting lines in the car park, and I was doing I was fixing all the Victorian drains that were broken. I was trying my best to rectify this bad situation I stuck myself in. Completely stayed away from the cleaners. Didn't go anywhere near those for the next 10 months. But it still wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me to kind of like, what do they say? A woman scorned. There was no rectifying that situation, How well and down with these cleaners. Yeah. But do you know, it's a funny thing. It's a funny thing because it all got very childish. It got really childish, really, really childish. Nobody would speak there. It was, like on a building site, you just get your grievances out the way, and they were out the way. Well, if you spoke out of turn in a school, it would go to like a meeting and blah 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 blah, and they write stuff down, and you have a weekly report on you, and like, oh my goodness me, it was horrible. I was losing sleep, and I think if you want to see me, when I lost my job, I made a beer review, and I couldn't contain myself. I was like all emotional. It was a Canadian beer. It was a Canadian famous Canadian porter. Can't think of the name of the beer now. It was like an imperial porter from Canada. Really famous beer. And I got 3/4 way through the beer review, and I was missing what I needed to say in the beer, and I was missing this, and I was missing that, and I wasn't quite myself, and I just basically went, oh, I've lost my job. I've lost my job in the school, and everybody's angry with me, and blah, 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 blah. And I just couldn't, one of the first times I've like really, because back then I was like just beer reviews. It was no personal. I wasn't talking about my personal life. I wasn't talking about. It was just beer reviews. Nobody really knew who I was. I was just this beer reviewing person, and I can't remember what the name of the beer was. It was like a maple imperial stout or something from Canada. Yeah. All this talking about making you thirsty, get a beer. I am thirsty. Oh my god! Well, yeah, the Asda one was even. The Asda one was even worse. The Asda one was like. I always speak my mind in life. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people like. I still think, even though I wasn't born in the 1950s, I still think it's like the 1950s. I just speak. You either like me or you don't like me. But there you go. I've just given you my big world of grief. You either like me or you don't. It's 1950. We don't live in this 2020 kind of world. Yeah. Blackberry Porter with Canadian maple syrup. You love working at Asda, didn't you? So I did. I love working at Asda. It's a really good job. I work in a college as a facilities officer, and the people are so institutionalised that it's like they live on another planet. All the senior management are so corrupt. It's unbelievable. It's a joke. Sleazy rider. Hell has no feel like a woman's score. That's it, James Webber. Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing what you talk about after a few drinks of the truth juice. Well, I'll talk about anything. Simon, you're cracking anything out of that glass cupboard behind you ever? Have I cracked anything? Yeah. As the story incoming, fasten your seatbelts. Oh, blimey, it's a big one. Can I say, I'm going to go to the toilet because my bladder's going to go again. I need to go to the toilet. But can I say, if I talk about my Asda story in full, in open honesty, can I say that it was done in, I've had a beer, I've had a drink. If it offends anybody, then please, I've had a beer. And I don't mean to offend anybody. I really don't. It was a bad one. It was a bad one. I'm not, yeah, I'm going for the toilet. I'll be back. Well, Spitfire Callum already knows the answer stuff. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm going to the toilet. I'll be back now. Then we'll have some beer. So, if anyone has ever gone for a job interview in Asda, they get enough people in where they want to interview you. More than enough. So they can like do the whole you haven't got the job but you people have type of thing. And they told people, they handed you a load of spaghetti, a pack of spaghetti and a pack of marshmallows. And they said, build something. So I was with these two other people and I built this, like, I built this mansion. The other people along the way were like, they were trying to build like a go-kart circuit out of this spaghetti. But I could see that the straight away, it was just my mind, I could see that the marshmallow could be used as building blocks, like Meccano. You can poke the spaghetti in the side of it and you can like construct something of this spaghetti and marshmallows. So we had like 15 minutes. So I was just telling the others, like, hold this here. And we all together built this elaborate mansion out of this, in 15 minutes, out of this spaghetti. And lo and behold, all three of us got the job. So here we go. Now I'm working in Asda. The way Asda employ is if you go on their website right now, if you go on their website, they advertise for drivers. Do you want to become a driver? Driving, delivering food to people's houses. That was the job that I wanted. So they were like, "Oh, we don't have this job as a driver, but we have this job in the chilled section, working on meat. You're a big guy. You could look like you're manual, and Asda is as a Walmart. It used to be called Asda Walmart in the UK, but they sold it to a couple of petrol station attendants a couple of months ago. So it's not Walmart anymore. So yeah, I'm now the main meat guy in Asda, putting out all this meat for people to enjoy, and I loved it. I was big. You'd wheel out this big kind of, you've seen them, haven't you, on the wheels, and you if you go to the supermarket early enough, you'll see big crates of meat and stuff, and I'd bang it out. I'd absolutely bang. For me, it was a training thing. It was an energy thing, because I'd finished that job. The reason why I loved it, I got my exercise for the day, and then for the rest of the day, I would go and do my YouTube stuff. Perfect, absolutely perfect for me. So I was working over Cardiff Bay. They built Asda's first Barry store. And they said to me, would you like to be the main meat guy in Barry Asda for the opening? And I'm a Barry lad. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. So I get transferred to Barry, opening day, everybody cutting red ribbons and people coming in, and it was great. I had all the meat how I wanted it, all the chickens and all the steaks, and I did all just wonderful. And this went on for months. I was kind of just doing my job, into the freezer, pulling out the meat, putting it on over the shelves, and there was a couple of girls. Do you know the people who do discounting? Where they put yellow tickets, the reduced discounting stickers on food. Of course, what happens is, new supermarket, everybody goes there, they order way too much meat, and then all of a sudden, people stop going there because the excitement's worn off. So we're ordering all this meat, and now we have to have these two reduced ladies. They were like, I can't remember their technical jobs, but they were the reduced lady. They used to go around putting yellow stickers on the meat. And I got really friendly with these couple of girls. They were great. I think one was called Claire. And the other one was called I can't remember the other girl's name. Jess. Claire and Jess. They were great. They were really great people. And we got that friendly that we started to make jokes. Date checkers, that's the ones, yeah, that's the ones. We used to make jokes. They used to make jokes with me, because girls in the workplace can make so much more jokes than men can. So I used to go in the morning. They would start their date checking in the morning too. They'd have to go through the whole aisle, the whole store, checking dates. Make it, if it would make sure anything short dated would get the yellow sticker on it, reduced. So this all started. I'm pulling my meat cage out. Notice the word meat, yeah? Pulling my meat cage out in the morning. And one of the girls, I'm not going to say which one, but one of them said, nothing like a good sausage in the morning. And I went, aye, like that, you know, put it all out. This went on for days. Nothing like every day. Nothing like a good sausage in the morning. I'd be like, aye, you know. And we had this running joke. I'd say the same thing back to them. Nothing like a good sausage in the morning. Great fun. Until we had a new date checker. And this date checker was 50 plus. She come from the optician department. I think they needed more date checkers. So they pulled this woman off the optician's department in Asda to come and work on the date checking. And these jokes were now running wild. It was good fun. Hello?
I thought you didn't do politics on the channel.
No.
Don't fall into it then.
Wife's gone away. She knows the story. Mal knows the story. She didn't. Anyway, these jokes were running wild. It was good fun. It was good, wholehearted fun. We were all having sausage jokes, and it was just, great. It was, wonderful. Everybody was doing their jobs. Everybody was doing fine. We were all laughing. We were all giggling. It was all above board. They started it with me. I started it back. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this new date checker comes in from the optician department. 50 plus. Married for 1,000,000 years. And I said it to her. Come out with my meat cage. Wheeling my meat cage out. And I looked at her. She was there about a week. I didn't say it the first 6 days, 7 days. I thought she was all right. Nothing like a good sausage in the morning. Pulling my cage out. Bang. Next thing you know, bang. Disciplinary. Bang. Straight in. And it all just escalated from there. All went terribly wrong. Was she wearing spectacles? It just all kind of, it went from harmless fun. People are so fast-handed these days, yeah. Should have a Jubal Peach or a Brewdog Macalla. Whatever which one you want, which one you fancy, drink it. Sounds like she had meat envy and got angry. She was a vegetarian. Yeah, I would like to marry and have kids. I never meet other men, unfortunately, but I'm still 25. Oh, that you got plenty of time. I just joined and heard the meat cage. Tom Stocks. All over a sausage joke. Yeah, snowflake, probably a vegan. So anyway, I kept my meat aisle in Asda pristine. Absolute pristine. If you go down to Asda in Barry now, you will find stuff everywhere, meat everywhere. It would be a complete mess. All over a sausage joke. I'll take a look out, unless you would like to do it. Okay, no. Daniel Bell said, yeah, it's a right mess now. It really is. Daniel Bell's from Barry. I used to keep that place. It was the pride. I opened the store. It got past that special, just opened, interesting stage. But I still kept it pristine. Absolutely pristine. That meat aisle was well drilled, pristine. I did how I wanted it. There was enough. There wasn't no waste on the back. It was just great. It was just absolutely great. And then of course, couple of jokes, and now everything's a mess. You know, it's just funny, isn't it? How the world kind of revolves, or the world goes round. Oh, as a Reddit saying, is Mal ready for the tweets? Yeah, Simon Wood, yeah. Yeah. I got off the guys handling the cucumbers there. Hello, Simon, how's the pub going? Gerald, oh, it's going really well. Oh my goodness me, and this £50. This is the third £50 super chat of the night from Charlie Hicks. Wow. Unbelievable. Thank you so very much, Charlie Hicks. This is unbelievable. One of these snowflakes. Why are people so easily offended? Bloody ridiculous. What is their loss? Unbelievable. Thank you so very much, Charlie. This is just incredible. I don't know what to say at this stage, because your other super chat's still up, and I'm just going to be humble and just say thank you. Just shrug my shoulders a little bit and say thank you very much for the super chat. It's been immense, absolutely immense. And same, Simon Wood's done this in the past. He's put a £50 super chat up, and I just don't know what to kind of like. I mean, of course, I'm humble with the £1. I'm humble with the 10s and the 17s and all of it. Everything that comes my way, I'm very humble. But yeah, it's just fabulous. Thank you so very much. A very humbling kind of thing to do. Thank you. How much has your house gone up in value since 2000 relative to inflation? Okay, it is a bit. Eric Grunland. Eric, I bought this place. It never really had a kitchen. There was damp everywhere. I've had it 22 years, so I've spent a lot of time on this place. And I'm proud of it now. I really am. I'm proud of it because I don't really look. Oh, I know that house prices have gone through the roof. I completely know that. But I kind of try and keep my feet on the ground with it all. I just try kind of like... I've made it not damp. I've made the house not damp. And I've, like, knocked some walls out. Some damp. Only because they were damp. I knocked some damp walls out. I was having problems. I was trying to kind of damp-proof these walls and do as much as I possibly could. In the end, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to bang a great big RSJ through because I'm underground. The problem was I bought the house cheap because it was underground. Literally, water coming through the walls. So I thought, I'm going to bang a great big RSJ through, and I'm going to put some great big railway sleepers where I can, and I'm going to drop these damp walls out the house. And so far, this is the first full year with the walls gone. It's quite dry. It's quite a dry house. It's quite... And it's not the monetary aspect that makes me happy. It's the fact that I problem solved. I love the fact that I problem solved the damp walls in the house. I just thought, I'm just going to bloody get rid of them. RSJs and railway sleepers. I'm going to get rid of these horrible old damp walls and see what happens. And touch wood, fingers crossed, there's wood in front of me. It's okay so far. We're into February. There's no black mold anywhere. And for the first time in 20 odd years, yeah, I've not lived with any kind of black mold and horrible stuff, which is cool. Andrew Roberts, why would you look at as to when you're a joiner? Andrew Roberts, that's a really good question. Really, really, really good question. I kind of half answered it earlier on. I always wanted my YouTube channel to succeed. And I mentioned it earlier. And what's for dinner? Fantastic history of being a YouTuber and comedy gold rolled into one. Great job, Simon. I sense there is more stories to come. Hope so. What's for dinner? I've got so many stories. So many stories from life. I rolled my first car, put my first car on its roof. I got so many stories. Broke my hand, broke collarbones. Yeah, so many stories. What was I just saying? The YouTube thing. I mentioned it earlier. I wanted my YouTube channel to succeed. I was hell-bent, absolutely hell-bent, because everybody was telling me it couldn't be done. It could not be done. You cannot drink beer for a living. And I looked at it, and I looked even harder, and I made sure any stone was not unturned. And I pushed even harder. And I gave up the joinery. I gave up the carpentry because I could have gone along comfortably. I could have gone along really comfortably as a carpenter. I really could. I bought my house for £30,000. It was cheap. I could have just fiddled my way through life. £100 hang a door there, you know, put a door line in there, there's another 50 quid, fix someone's roof, a couple of joists gone in someone's floor, here's another 150, 200 quid. I could have fiddled my way through life. But I found something that I was really, really, really passionate about. And that was YouTube and beer reviewing and drinking beer and enjoying beer. Not just drinking it, but working out flavours and even now to where I'm eating all these different kind of Mexican foods that I've never had, like cream corn. I never had cream corn before today. Never. Didn't even know it existed before today. But today I was eating cream corn. And it was great. And I pushed. But I got to the stage where the carpentry, I needed more time. I needed to put a little bit more time into my YouTube channel, and the carpentry was taking that time. So, as would you call it a step back, or would you call it a bit of a, not a forfeit? What's the word I'm looking for? Not a step back, not a forfeit, I needed a part-time job so I could still pay the bills, a meat trolley, a compromise. Yes, Greg, you got me. Greg, that's brilliant. I needed a compromise. I needed a part-time job to pay the bills. I could finish my job at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 till 1, 6 till 12, that sort of thing. I could spend all afternoon, all evening on my YouTube channel. And that's what I decided to do. Then I worked in a pub. I was a pub manager. That was great. Because I didn't have to start until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I could do all my YouTube stuff in the morning. And then finally, after so much compromise and determination and sweat and blood and tears and everything else, finally, I was able to go full time. But not for 1 minute. Not for 1 minute do I ever take any of this for granted. Any of it. It's all every day. Every day I wake up in the morning, I think, what can I do on YouTube today? What can I review? What can I get out there? Let's push. Let's keep going. Let's push as hard as we can. Do you miss being on the job site and hanging with the boys, Travis? Of course I do. Got the jokes, the banter, all of it. Honestly, Travis, I do. But we have some really cold winters here. We have like from October till March. That's nearly 6 months. It's like 5 months of the year. It's freezing cold. It's wet. You got water going in your boots and your hands are freezing. And yeah, I do miss it. Of course I do. Those brilliant summer days on a building site are to die for. They really are. The amazing people, the jokes. You can meet some of the best people in the world on a building site. I met a Welsh guy. Every morning he would whistle the Scottish, winding everyone up. Winding everyone up. In Cardiff, he would whistle Flower of Scotland all day. All day. And he would sing it lunchtime. Flower of Scotland. Da, 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 da. He'd whistle it all day. Scaffolder he was. Scaffolder. I miss people like that. The proper kind of... He knew what he was doing. Knew what he was doing. Winding everyone up he was. Flower of Scotland all day long. And then you'd be in your car driving home 4:30 after work. And you'd be going... And you'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. What's going on? You'd be whistling Flower of Scotland. It was just bonkers. It was just... yeah, of course I do. The banter, the fun, the laughs. I had one guy, a bricklayer. I had a metro. Google Travis. Austin Metro. Google Austin Metro. He said, you haven't parked properly. I said, I fucking have. I parked next to the curb. He was a massive bricklayer. Like, raw bricklayer. He went up to the back of my metro and he lifted my metro up like this. And he went, and he dropped it on the, he literally pulled the back end of my car out into the road. And he said to me, you haven't parked your car properly. I said, because I parked my car properly. It's all good. He said, you need to go and check your car, he said. Something's wrong, handbrake's gone, or something's like that. I went out, just laughing, because my car, literally, he pulled the back end of my car right out. Just with it was a metro. It wasn't a specifically heavy car. But he just pulled the back of my car out into the and it's that banter. It's that fun. It's brilliant. Got to get this super chat before it goes. Sam Dunkley, £5 super chat. Anyone else watch Simon's review before trying a new beer? Only 20 here, and my mates only like standard lagers, so it feels like company. Sam, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. I'm really pleased you found the channel, Sam. I have a question. I'm new. Would you recommend one blade or two perfect drafts? I'd say a blade. Gotta go with a blade. Simon Woods in stitches laughing at this. You're born a scaffolder. Did he give you a Glasgow kiss? Great national anthem. No, it is. Nothing wrong with the Flower of Scotland, and it's great. Absolutely great. But he knew it was a catchy song, and he knew that he'd get us all whistling it by the end of it. He was an old guy as well. He he must have been about 50 odd. But he had this really loud whistle, and it would bellow through the whole building site. And we'd all be, in the end of the day, we'd all be whistling Flower of Scotland. It was just bonkers. Max Cure, Swedish krona, 20 Swedish krona. Thank you so very much. Amazing. Always read, my wife asked how many women I slept with. I said, only you. All the others kept me up all night. Always read. Amazing. Oh, no sausage. Well, you could say what you want on a building site, couldn't you? Although, I don't know, these days, I don't know, they make you wear hats and goggles, and I suppose it's a bit different these days. Gerald, sorry. Simon, you got me into craft beer. Thank you, Gerald, for watching. That will really bug me. There's a helicopter. Can you hear it? Can you hear that? There's a police helicopter over Barry. Someone's done something wrong. Maybe Mel walking the dog, she's made the dog shat on someone's perfect lawn, and they phoned the helicopter police. You got me to IPA, Si, and these live ones are epic. Thank you. And all the subscribers, Denty Dent, thank you so very much. Hi, Simon. I'm watching this as my local is closed for a month, as it is turned into a community pub. Is there... Oh, God, too far. Is there any way we can send you beers to review? Is the best or request them? Cheers. Jack Mead. Jack... God. Best thing to do, Jack, is send me an email. realaleguide@googlemail.com. realaleguide@googlemail.com. We'll get it all sorted there. I'll send you my address and you can send me some beers. That'd be fantastic. Thank you, Jack Mead. Sam Dunkley with a £5 super chat. You can only drink one beer for the rest of your life, Si. What would you choose? Oh my goodness. Do you know what I think at this very moment? But my mind does change. But in this moment in time, on this slightly cold February day, on a warm day, I might choose a different beer. But on this moment in time, right now, I would choose this. Paul and a Weiss beer. If you said to me you're allowed one beer, I'd make it. I'd have a Paul and a Weiss beer. Johnny sent an amazing video this week of all the Stone Crow ESB kegs at the brewery. They've all hung an Australian flag in the brewery too. Oh, no way. Travis, that's so cool. I've not seen... Well, we had Johnny on last week, but he's not been on today. I feel like me and John need to touch base a little bit. We need to do a bit more together. It's been a bit quiet, but John's probably busy. I'm busy. You know, we know where we are. We're all right. I'll probably see John at SEBA next month. The beer festival. I've had a few pints and I'm enjoying this. Mark Jones Gibbon, hello mate, hope all is well. A little late this week. I've been driving down to London for a weekend away with the family, but now it is time for a beer. Mark Jones Gibbon, enjoy. Who else is well on their way to being smashed, says Sam Dunkley. Have you tried the McEwen's Champion Ale? 7.3% ABV as a cracker. Yeah, I'm not a fan. In all honesty, hopefully I can say this in truth, as I'm always truthful. Les, I'm not a fan. I don't like McEwen's Champion. I don't drink it, Simon. Oh, God, blimey. I'll have one more with us. Do you know, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to go to sleep. Love that. The best is always the beer you're drinking. Question for Simon. Well, all the reduced ladies under 5 words. I'm demanding a lock-in and 400 likes. Oh, I tell you what we will do. We will push for 400 likes. Thank you so very much, Simon Wood. I've completely kind of lost track of that. Can we go 400 likes? We got 383. We're 17 likes away. Simon Wood, that is amazing. Kept me on the ball. Thank you. I lost track of everything. 387, 13 likes to go. 13 likes, 12 likes to go. 12 likes to go for 400 likes. You guys are incredible. 392, 8 likes to go. 8 likes to go. I'm going to get the super chat. I did see it flash by the super chat. Going to get it in a minute. But we're going to smash over 400 likes. 394. 6 likes to go. There's a like and a dislike button down in the corner here. If you like it, we go up. Go for the likes. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. 400 likes. Simon Wood, first and foremost, thank you to you for reminding me. Thank you, everybody else, for just taking part and hitting that like button. You guys are great. You guys are really great. Boom. Boom. Everyone's saying boom. Boom, boom. Shake, shake the room. David Vickery, £5 super chat. Do you match your beers to the season side? I don't feel right drinking lager in the winter. Dave Vickery, very, very good question. And thank you very much for the £5 super chat. Yeah, if I'm honest, I don't really want to be drinking an Imperial Stout in 30-degree heat. Yeah, big, bad, bold Imperial Stout, 30 degrees heat. I'd rather be drinking a nice cold session IPA, pale ale, Helles lager, something like that, Weiss beer. And the same can probably be said, freezing cold winter. Do I want to be drinking? It is an absolutely awesome question. It was for dinner. Do I want to be drinking a cold lager on a cold day? I can. I think we've all learned that we can. And it's doable. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to drink an Imperial Stout in the middle of summer. But it wouldn't be my choice. It wouldn't be my choice. It would be something for the season. Like right now, quite cold February night. I'm quite happy drinking Weiss beer. Quite happy. If I had a little bit more steam in the engine, I'd probably drink a porter or a stout to finish off with. But I'm about done. It's 10:30. I'm about done. So if anybody got any final likes or anything really important they want to say before I go, now's your chance to do it. Now's your chance. I want to stand back while you're typing. I want to stand back and say thank you for all of your comments. Thank you for all of your likes. Thank you for all of your memberships. Thank you for all of your super chats. Thank you for bearing with me with my 17 months a member. Wow, time flies. Time flies. 450 likes. Come on, Jamie C. 17 months, Jamie C. Where's the time gone? All of you. I can see Simon Wood there. Charlie, always a red. Symbolic at UK Limited. Daniel Bale. Jamie C. Supervascular. Of course. The wonderful Charlie Hicks. Looks like we got another £5 super chat come our way, which is just unbelievable. Sam Dunkley with a £5 super chat right at the end of the night. Did you ever smoke, mate? No, I never smoked. If so, what brand? Also, I appreciate the channel. a lot. I love the videos. You're a great bloke. Thank you very much, Sam Dunkley. No, I've never smoked. Never smoked. But yeah, thank you. Thank you all so very much for everything tonight. Jamie C with a $5 super chat right at the end of the night. Right at the end of the night. Unbelievable. Cheers, Simon. Been great following the channel. Honestly, Jamie C, thank you to you for that $5 super chat right at the end of the night. I'm going to say, I love you. I'm going to leave you. I'll see you next Friday. But in the middle, between Friday and Friday, there will be a guaranteed another 14 videos. Between now and next Friday, there will be another 14 videos. I hope you liked them. Good night. Happy Friday. Stone the crows. Cheers.